I made it. I made it on time. Yes, I am on time. Yeah, for China had something smart to say last week. Like, can we start on time, please? Yeah, on time. Now. Now let's click China in the
Hey guys,
there she is. Yeah, how you like that? That timeliness.
I love it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Family. While we wait for the other young lady, she didn't get the memo that we were starting on time. So she just did the usual. It's all good, though. It's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here for your educational release, is what we're going to call it on a Friday. We're going to let it out. We're going to let it all hang out tonight. We're going to talk about a couple of different topics if we can. Somehow, I think our conversations always lead to just continuous. You know what I'm saying? So it's difficult to just nail it down to one topic. But hey, if we can, we will. We do. Anyway, everybody in the chat, you know what to do. Hit the like. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed. You got people watching the video every week faithfully and not subscribed. I don't even understand how that could happen, but it happens. Also, come into the chat, say something nice to everybody. You dig? If it's your first time, introduce yourself. Say what's happening. What's up, everybody? Latu Aruna came in here right after you, China. She was right there. Beth Mikey. What's up, Honeybee Lee? Fax 100. Jay Waters. Kimberly Ortiz. Lindy Rose in the building. What's going on, family? What's up, Shiny? Shawnee. Did I say shiny? Shawnee. Edith. Is that you, Edith? I see you. Janet Cross in the building. What's up, Kimberly Ortiz? Britt Bratt. Britt Bratt is in the building. Woo, blind is off. Is that you? I see you. I see you. I see you. What's up, Jennifer? Just like Candy. Just like Candy made that name and knew what she was doing when she made that name. What's up, Stingray? Nikki Tyler. Will Power. Ow. What's up, Will Power? Kimberly Blunt. Laura White. Blind is off. Country Girl with Grit. Elaine B is in the building. Yeah, living my best life. Yeah, what's up, Nikki Tyler? Jennifer Holly White. Elaine B. What's up, Christina? Uh-oh. We got the other part of the trio in the building.
Hello. Hey.
There she go. Uh-oh. She in her office tonight, y'all. She in her office tonight. Uh-oh. She ready for us tonight, y'all. Y'all better be ready. Y'all better be ready because it's going to be heated. It's going to be heated up in here this evening. Yes, it is. Martha Vandrozy. What's up, Martha? How you doing? How you doing? Lady Tressa. I think that's how you say that. That's right. We thriving. What's up, Liberty? Donna Smith. You hear that? Y'all see my DJ? Did you hear my DJ? Did you hear? Put some respect on my DJ's name. You hear me?
You right.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do is put some respect on my DJ name. Up in here. What you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on now. Come on now. I heard something ringing and all of a sudden, we lost Keisha. Keisha, what you doing? What's up, Paradise? Trudy, how you feeling? Blind is off. Facts 100. I'm gonna put it back in the chat again because I know she getting ready to say, can y'all put it back in the chat again? I know, I already know. You know, I know you should do it. What's up, Kimberly Blunt? Beth Mikey. Tressa. What's up, LS Nags X's? Something. All right, yeah, I like that. I like how y'all do the originality with the names, Be trying to figure it out. You're like, whoa. I'm gonna call you the first 3 letters of that name right there. What's going on, family? Felicia, Holly Mayersky in the building. I see you, blind as all. It's another one going around. Yeah. Is it me or something ringing?
I don't hear it.
It must be in my earphones. But it might be Keisha. It might be Keisha. I don't know.
I don't even know what I
Sound like a phone ringing though. I know. Janet Cross says she loved the videos, Keisha. I ain't lying. Keisha be on TikTok going ham and cheese, y'all.
There's so much happening.
What's up, Donna Smith? That dude 06. Yes, indeed. Blind is off. What's going on, everybody in the family? Hit that like button. Hit the like. I just want to shout out our sponsor for the night, and we're going to call her Connie. Thanks so much, Connie.
Your followers said they need a house tour.
Man, I'm telling you. Yes, indeed. I would say come on through, but I don't mean it. Oh, my goodness. Yes, indeed. We're going to do that. Sure, we'll do that. Someday we'll do that. Why not? As you can see, I am in my solarium, is what we like to call it. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Oh, man. Yes, indeed. Blessed by the best. How about that? I'm blessed by the best. Yes, I'm his. How y'all doing on this lovely day, ladies? Is everybody all right?
Yeah.
I'm under the weather, but I'm here.
You're a little under the weather. We can tell. We can tell by the look in your eyes, and but y'all see her. She fighting. She in there. What's up, Bella? Yeah, she in there. We see it. We notice it. It's there. It's happening.
Hoping it's work.
Hey, I survived the worst. A narcissist. This is nothing.
Exactly.
Hey, this is some light work. Yeah. Well, let's get on to it then. Since you're gonna bring it up, which tonight's conversation is going to start. Okay, the session tonight starts with, man, if you listening to a narcissist, it's gonna keep you single and broke. You hear me?
Ooh, yes.
Huh?
Definitely broke. they just really bums. Like, in our imagination, I don't know what we create. I think we can even visually have changes in our eyesight because they never look how we thought they looked. I think the whole thing be in our mind.
It's something magical. It's something magical about that first experience, and we just have that magical thinking the same way they do, We sitting back thinking, I might be able to work with these people right here. This might be the one. This could be the one.
You know
And
what?
that is your whole relationship.
I think sometimes, like in my situation, they catch you when you down and you just looking for that pick me up, and they watch you and they study you and they see where you lacking, and that's where they attack, and that's what they work on. It's not basically seeing potential in them. It's they're catching you at a bad time in your life, and they come in playing the hero. And at that point, that's all you're looking for is for someone to save you, and you're not looking at the physical. And then sometimes too, they be in their karma when they run to you, and so some of that reflects off of you too. And you both in a situation looking to help each other because he was in a bad situation and I believe it was his karma, but I didn't know what I know now because he was down too. And so we were looking to help each other and to build together, and sometimes that's what you see because that's what you're lacking.
Oh, good God.
And ain't
Girl,
that what the
you got a
TV
way of
tell
bringing that
us to
across.
do? Like, the
What'd you
TV
say?
always got all those ride or die movies and Bonnie and Clyde and y'all build together. And it's a conditioning story in TV land.
It is.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. You look at them and you're real with yourself. You like, hey, well, I got some work I got to do, and I'm over here building, and this person is building. We might as well, they talking right, kinda, and the biggest part of it is we lying too. We lying to ourselves. We acting like it ain't what it is. We just trying to make the best of the entire situation. And looking at today's topic, one of the reasons that I created this subject today was because I'm looking at social media, the influence that it has over people and how it gaslights us into communicating on it and going, we get in there, we start debating. I know for me, I do, oh man, it ain't nothing like a good old gaslight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, y'all can say what you want. It ain't nothing like somebody gaslighting you because you just like, whoa, what did you say? What? No. I got on one of these, I was in TikTok the other day. I was on TikTok the other day, man. I was talking about this on Wednesday. I was on TikTok. It was on Wednesday. Excuse me. And I went, because you going through, you scrolling, you see a little bit of everything, right? So this page came up and they were talking about, there was atheists on there, and they was talking about, God ain't real and this and that. And I'm gaslit again. I'm like, whoa, let me jump in there. Somebody said, God ain't real? What? I get a chance to brandish my sword? I get to defend God on something, right? Man, I jump in there and they kick me out twice.
They will. They will.
They kicked me out twice, and they didn't take a long time in kicking me out the second time. Second time I got in there, man. So, and I said, I need to talk about this because I identified them as devils.
Yeah.
Because they claimed that, okay, they just claim spiritual, or they claim to just not believe, and they claim that, that God ain't real. And the thing that caught me was they asked two questions that attracted me to it. The first question was, what can't I do as a non-believer in God? What can't I do that a believer can do? So that immediately pulled me in, like, wow, how intriguing. And I realized that's some of how that's how the devil pulls us in.
Yep.
They pull you in with questions that you haven't asked before. And those are questions that we would never ask. Well, mom, because growing up, your mama was you going to church. Well, mom, what y'all gonna get that I don't get if I don't go to church, if I don't believe in God and all that? We wasn't gonna say nothing crazy like that.
Right.
So when I went in the room, I was like, well, I'd like to answer the questions, and I'm gonna start out with the first thing you're not gonna do is you're not gonna stand on truth. And they see, because they're looking for something. They're looking for this pie in the sky, dream answer. Oh my God, in the name of God, I'm telling you. No, we're going to keep it real simple with you.
Yeah.
You're never going to experience love. You're never going to experience what it feels like to stand on a truthful principle. That's right. You're not going to have liberty. You're not going to feel justice. So to us, we don't even really, we look at stuff like that as, well, that's not really that big of a deal, but that is everything, because that is your foundation. Yes. And if you don't have a foundation, when you don't have a foundation that is solid, that you stand on nothing in life, and you have to go through life as the narcissist has to go through their entire life, telling lies, tricking people, being cunning, finding a new way to trick you into something. One thing we have, all of us who have dealt with the narcissist that we've identified, we have in common, and that is that we were tricked into that relationship. Everybody, like, nah, if I'd have known this fool was this fool, ain't no way I would. Oh, ain't no way. No, sir. But because they do not stand on any solid principle, any foundation. That's how they live, people. And we're sitting here thinking, and I ain't gonna say we no more. I'm gonna say y'all that still believe they out here succeeding somewhere. They out somewhere winning. They don't even have a foundation of winning. How can you succeed in life when your foundation itself, the essence of who and what you are, what you're about, your mental programming, when all of those things are in a place, they're derived from lies, deception, tricknology.
Yeah.
How can you win? How can you ever win when that is your lineage? That is your heritage. That's all you have behind you. That's all you know. And that's why you see them out here every single day. They gaslighting people. Oh, nah, man. No, if you ain't a man, if you don't pay 100% for everything for your woman and your house and kid, you don't pay for everything, you ain't a man. You don't deserve a family. You don't deserve it. You ain't a woman. If you're not a total, complete idiot slave for him, then you're not a woman. You're not this. Ain't nobody taught you how to be a woman. And some of these, we call them content creators, but they devils.
Yeah.
They devils.
Yes.
And they right here in your face, they present you with a beautiful package. They just listen how Lucifer presented his package to the rest of the angels. Lucifer was always the one that they looked at like he just looked perfect. And when you get on social media, what do you see? This person is flawless.
I mean, the whole thing The whole thing is crazy. Like my ex is getting kicked out of yet another church. This is the second one. He going to the third church, him and the clone wife. And then this stuff is so wicked. Okay, when people, what a person can't do when they atheists or whatever they believe, atheists are Satan is saying, they cannot demonstrate the power of the living God. And that is what this pretender faking my life and took my identity. You know, this is what the narcissist is. Like you can't, I mean, it seems like a horror sci-fi movie. That's what we living in. Because I mean, I get calls because people are so devastated because this dude up here taking people wives. You know, he up here in the marriage counseling. But probably him and the wife taking their wife, moving them across the, a couple streets down, giving them furniture from the 501c3 donations, having drugging people.
Hold up. But I want you to explain to me right now before you finish. I want you to make sure you finish that with how he gonna win at some point. How he's going to be successful at some point. Please just finish us off with that part.
Where he go, death follows. That is how that works. Like there's no life. God is life. Like you cannot produce God's power. Like you can't study somebody that's walking in God.
Hold up. Has he done anything different from every church he goes to? Has he done anything different?
Probably.
Did he tell the truth this time?
No.
This man, whole identity is a lie. He need to be on some psychiatric medication.
Come on.
That's the thing.
It's
they
like
in a cycle. And when they reach their capacity with you, it's time to jump ship because it's time for that cycle to start over again.
Come on.
These people, I sat and had a conversation with one, and he literally said that he sabotaged happiness because he feels like he don't deserve it. So these people don't feel like they deserve happiness. That happiness that y'all think y'all see on the other side is not happiness because they will sabotage it. So there's no way in hell they're happy somewhere else.
No.
It's not in their vocabulary. It's not something they feel they deserve. So for y'all to see all this stuff on Facebook, they not selling it to themselves, they selling that to other people because they want people to think that they are happy because they cannot. Their happiness is, it's satisfaction, not happiness. Their satisfaction is based on somebody else's interpretation of what they're putting out there. And we're saying it's happiness and it's not.
That part right there. That part right there where they're bringing the illusion.
Yeah,
it's a total illusion, and they want you to believe something without having to say anything.
Yep.
That's what they're doing, and that's what social media is all about. It's like, okay, look at this person. Oh, look at they shopping. They got these shopping bags. Oh my goodness, look at their car, and they got all this jewelry, and they just living. It's all about perception.
Yep.
They're not gonna tell you, oh nah, man, all that stuff is fake. That stuff is capped. That person don't really live like that.
Yeah.
No.
And these people do want to be loved. And they want people, when you fail them, it's you fail to teach them to love. This is what he said. He don't know how to love. And he looked for women to teach him. And they fail him. And that's why they're ready to move on to something else. Because you can't teach him something his mother didn't show him or didn't give him. These people go through a lot of trauma and don't feel sorry for them because they know exactly what they're doing. For this person to sit there and tell me all of this, they know exactly what they are doing. They know the cycle that they are in.
He gave you the whole thing.
And when they do, they talk. But every time they talk, they speak lies. Like we have to start listening to what God say at some point, because he said there is no truth in them. When he say there is no truth in them, they whole makeup is a lie. They can't speak in truth to them. It's like speaking Arabic. They probably know one or two phrases high back, but that's it. And they and you see the decline and the collapse of the narcissist and how dark this go, especially when they cross over to God's area. Because the narcs in the street, the narcs in the world, that's like sinners doing what sinners do. But when they cross over and then they start messing on God's turf and then they pretend to be of God, that's a whole different type of decline that you will see happen quickly, because God don't play with his people. And it's like it's so like I want to pray. God said quit praying, but you want to pray for them because it's so bad. Like once they get with a person, a lot of people out here have really good mercy hearts, like have compassion, have the ability to care. These were people God had picked, like he had picked people. Once they get messed over, you will see, like none of the narcissists I've ever been with, and all of them were, none of them are doing any better. They all got way worse.
Come on, man.
God gives them that
come on, man.
To have
you better
somebody
tell that story.
who got a heart like his. So they can't be like, nobody ever loved me. That's a lie. Because we all had loved the narcissist. Many people before us have loved the narcissist. They are just they're demonic beings in human vessels.
They did exactly what they did exactly what they've been doing the whole time. But I want to address a comment real quick. Lady Virgo said, ironically, the ex said when he left, he was going to find his happiness. Yeah, okay. So you mean the co-worker that was the love of his life, the one he had to have? The co-worker that was everything you never were?
Yeah.
You mean that she somehow isn't? He gonna find his happiness? Listen, listen. If one thing's for sure, okay? One thing's for sure. These people, the only way they will find happiness is if you stay. Okay? That means, because if you there, that means you getting that beating. And they watching you take the beating. That's the only time that they get relief. That's one of the reasons why a narcissist will always be with somebody. They ain't gonna just be out here by themselves. No, they're not gonna take that beating.
See, and that's the thing too. They never plan on us leaving the whole time. Right. They want to hold on to us. But what I've learned is when they're out there fooling around and they have like a certain supply that they want to have on the side that they can always run to, let that person threaten to leave them or to be with somebody else. And that's when they will roll the dice and give up on everything because of that greed. They want to go over there and they want to make sure that that person is secure. But where they slip up is thinking that you're going to still be there when they come back. They don't plan on staying over there for a long time. They just trying to keep that person from running away because that person is fulfilling the need at that point in time, and they need that. These people will roll the dice on a side piece because they're fulfilling a certain area in them at that moment, and they don't think you're going nowhere. And they know they like, I'll be right back, but I got to make sure that this don't go nowhere. So they don't really call it rolling the dice. They just impulsive.
That's it.
Run. And it's like it could be anything. Like it's not even an affection that come with it. It's like, all right, marketing. Like the other one, okay, marketing, make an image. They do this, they doing that. So I need to be over here. But if you tripping and I can't have a home, then I'm gonna need a home. So I'm gonna have to go over here and really be with this person, like fake be with them, so that I can still get the marketing and have a home because I know I'm getting kicked out. That's the only way they think. It's not even about a nurturing and feeling because there is no love in them. There's no love in them. There's no truth in them. Their makeup is like their father, the devil. There's nothing. Like the devil has nothing to give to nobody but lies, destruction, steal what they got, and then off them and take their soul. Like that's the whole goal of the narcissist. They are enslaved to the demonic marine kingdom. Like they are enslaved. They got incubus, succubus spirits, Leviathan, Jezebel. It's a bunch of them. People try to isolate different ones, like, well, this Jezebel and this Jezebel. Jezebel is a principality and not omnipresent at all, but just governs the stuff. Like they got spirit, they got legions. Like if you was to really name all of them, you would have to go to masquerade, sabotage, backwardness. It's so many of them. Just that whole kingdom. Understand when they come, they full of snakes. That's why they always slithering in and out of somebody's life. It's just snakes, unclean spirits. You call out them things, you'll get most. But they don't, they want to be in agreement with the devil. Like they love hurting people. They enjoy darkness.
They are of the devil, people. You talk.
And they collect souls. The devil actually give them, and I'm not even going to say rewards. They don't get as much punishment when they can collect souls. Because the devil hate reward anybody.
Listen, the devil going to betray them no matter what. Because that's what the devil is. That's the devil's job, to make you believe one thing, but to do the contrary. The devil will absolutely lie, cheat, and steal from the very people, the very minions, the very narcissists that are out there helping him with his world domination plan.
It's a terrible
He is going to, every last one of them will still be betrayed in the end. The end game is the devil looks at them like, well, you a fool because you followed me and look where I led you to. You think there's a reward here? You in hell, dummy. Ain't no reward in hell. It's fire and brimstone. It is nothing but confusion. And it's eternal. You burn eternally. That is the reward that they get at the end of the day. And what is it exactly that they want? They don't want to be alone.
They don't even know what they want.
They don't want to be alone.
They don't want to be alone. They have abandonment issues.
Misery loves
That's
company.
why when that other person don't want them, they gonna run. It's impulsive. They gonna run over there to that other person because they have abandonment issues. They don't want to feel like nobody want them.
There you go.
So they know you do. So they're gonna go over there and make that person want them. And then that's why they hate it when they can't come back, because now you don't want them. That's the last thing they want, is to not be wanted. And they don't just leave us broke, man. They leave us bankrupt, because they are bankrupt. They leave us emotionally, physically, financially bankrupt. And we participate in that. Because we write them a blank check and let them just run amok in our life. You think they not gonna run them numbers up on that check that we just hand them? Yeah, we give them free range in our life. We put our own shackles on and don't even know that we're the ones who have to take it off. But we give them the key. We let them drive this vehicle called life for us.
Come on, did we give them the keys?
Yeah, and it takes a lot too, because you got covenants and altars. That's two things. Covenants, altars. They have to be broken. And the spirit realm is always about covenants and altars. God is a covenant God. When you make a covenant with the devil, and that's what you make whether you sleep with him or marry him, because it's still the same in God's eyes, it's a covenant that's made. When they are altar for the kingdom of darkness, that's all their body is an altar. When they are an altar for these demons to just come in. Like sometimes the narc check back in, sometimes they check out. Sometimes you might see green eyes, sometimes you might see blue eyes, you might see black eyes. All of those are different ruler powers in that vessel getting to use the narcissist's body, because the narcissist is fully evil, so they're possessed. So when they're an altar and you got a covenant, you leave this person, they take a piece of your soul unless you get that back. Now, some people with time, they can kind of get over it, but they'll still have a yuck feeling about that narcissism unless they get it out of them, unless you literally go spiritually and cast that person's spirit up out of you. Other than that, it's going to still be some kind of tie in the spirit. but that is what they are used for. That's why the devil still has them existing, because he would kill them all. He really don't matter. But because they so wicked, and that's a body, and if they have some looks to them, they can get a lot of souls. He still allowed them to keep going and destroy more people.
And that new person that they get is another soul, so y'all think they over there happy with that person. This person that they are with, I'm going off experience because it's happening to me, is watching my page every day, waiting on me to put on some weight, waiting on me to fail in life, waiting for me to age.
Not waiting on you to be a big bag.
Something on me.
Come on.
Y'all just don't know that other person is watching y'all, wanting to see you fail, trying to have a hand in it, trying to see if you're aging, if you're doing bad, because this person is over there going through hell. And so they got to some way feel like they better than you in order to feel better. She's over there going through it. She wanted it. She can have it. I am so glad because life has gotten so much better for me now. She destiny swapped with me because that wasn't my destiny. I'm glad she took it.
Come on.
She can have it.
And I said that years ago. Y'all don't even understand the new person. Yes. They are envious of you. You sitting there thinking that you jealous of them. No, they looking at you like, how did you get away?
Yep.
How did you get away? What did you do? When is this person going to find somebody else to torture? Because this ain't what I signed up for.
Right.
I thought it was going to be, this happy land and all the lies they told me about you. All the lies this liar told me that you weren't doing this and that you weren't that and that you always want to argue and that you did this, you did that. And then you come to find out, whoo, man, oh man.
They get worse. It's so much worse. If they was cheating with you, they swinging with that one. This dude, how would you feel if this guy got a whole sister wives cult going on? I'm gonna have this one here, all in everybody marriage, breaking them up, being with the wife, consoling, buying the woman furniture. She gotta sit there and be like,
man,
knowing your man buying somebody else some furniture and going over to that person's house, knowing how he get down.
Listen, she got to sit back and justify every day she wake up why I'm doing this. And listen, y'all know, because we did it. When you with a narcissist, you operate in the blind.
Mm-hmm.
When you're with a narcissist, you operate in the blind because
they do it in their face now. They on the same worship team.
But I'm saying this. No, I'm saying that when I'm saying operating in the blind, meaning you will sit there and you will take all that craziness because in your mind, you thinking at some point, this person going to show me some appreciation for all of what I'm putting up with right here. And the new person thinking the same thing and they just don't know. No. You ain't even got to the worst part yet. The new person ain't even got to the worst part of what the narc gonna do to them. And y'all sitting out here worrying about, man, they somewhere happy. You got to be crazy. You got to be crazy if you think somebody is somewhere happy. Listen, y'all, look at your screen. You got to be out of your mind. Absolutely crazy, pulling your hair out, smacking your head against the wall. If you think that the narc is somewhere acting right, treating somebody right, loving somebody, you crazy. If you think they somewhere loving somebody, you are crazy.
All they did was run to somebody who was willing to accept them for who they are. They just run to a person who's just like them.
That's
for a little bit, because the stuff that they want to do sexually, we will judge them for it. So they run over there to somebody that they can do it with. They're not running to better, they're running to agreeable. They're running to somebody who's going to agree with what they're doing.
Hold it, China. Back that up, because everybody ain't catch that.
Because I'm not strapping on.
Say that again.
They're not running to better. They're running to agreeable. They're running because that person agreed to what they were doing to you. That person helped them do what they were doing to you. They ran to a yes man, yes woman. Once you allow them to have each other, it's not okay, because that person don't want it done to them. It was okay that they were doing it to you.
Yeah, that part right there.
That part right there.
Now it's they're not trusting each other. They're out. They know they laying next to each other, looking at each other, knowing what they got. And so now they're both walking on eggshells. They're both sleeping with one eye open, because this person, they saw the tactics these people use to lie to you, to get out the house. So now when that person says that to them, guess what they're thinking? That they're about to go out and cheat with somebody else. Why are you going to the store at 3 a.m? Yeah. Why are you staying late at work? Why are you doing this? Now they have the problems that we have. Y'all ought to be grateful that you don't have to sit up another night or another day asking those questions.
Come on. Do y'all see the one of the biggest problems that we have is y'all have become delusional. Not me. No, because I know better. I know better. I know what's going on the other side. You think what's going on the other side. I'm telling you what's going on the other side. China just told y'all. No. They in there arguing. They in there fighting. That narc is in there dogging that person in a way you ain't never been dogged. Listen, you think you got the worst out the narc. You a lie. You a lie. All of it. And then for every last one of y'all who's sitting around here looking in the mirror, asking yourself, what did I do? Why me? Why did you do me like that? Why did they leave me for that person? For every last one of y'all. They left you and they didn't leave permanently. They left you because the other person was, I'll do anything. You can do anything to me. You can do anything to me, and I'm going to put up, I'm having it. I love it. I embrace it. Bring it all to me. Thank you. I appreciate, I'm eating it. Give it here. It's whatever you say, I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it and be happy. You hear that part? See, you still was dealing with them, but that being happy with all that cruddy behavior part. See, that's why they had to go over there. They had to go to make to a better deal. Let's just keep it 100. They got a better deal over there because they saying, hey, this person over here, they putting up with the line, they putting up with the cheating, and they happy, and they taking it.
They ain't go to a better deal. They went to a better manipulator. That's what got my ex.
Same thing, China. Same thing.
The mermaids got my ex. He was over there right where they at. The mermaids got him.
It's a better deal. They get to go somewhere to somebody who is having that craziness.
And you really have to like be willing to sell your soul. And that's kind of what you enter a contract. You sell your soul.
Say that. Okay.
Except you sell your soul for love when other people sign a contract and sell their soul for money and fame. That's what you do with the narcissist, because they're going to defile you. They're going to do everything against God. They look at the checklist. What do God want to do? Okay, opposite of that, I'm a liar. Opposite of that, I'm going to defile you. Opposite of that, I'm going to do all kind of craziness and everything. I'm going to do the opposite of God. And you being a co-signer to that crap, you would do it. But then it come a limit. Like, I'm not strapping on for no guy. This guy, that's what he want. So it's like sometimes people just be so trifling and nasty. Like at some point you can only do so much. You like, no deal, because you know God is watching. Everybody know at some point they had that moment where they was like, I can't do that. Deal breaker. Pineapples. at some point. That's why we are not with the narcissist. But that new supply person or supplies or whatever, multiple, because they in rotation, they didn't have no pineapples. They doing that and more and still getting dogged by the narcissist.
There you go. They in it, and they loving it. And that's why they still in it, because they still there pretending. Y'all remember when we used to pretend that we could take everything they was throwing, that we could fix everything they break? And that's what the new person is dealing with, the new crash dummy. Yep. And they crashing into everything. Narc just walking around the grocery store, just crashing into this, crashing into that, just tearing everything down. And they're looking at that other person like, "Whoa, what you doing?" No, I'm tearing this stuff down. You're supposed to come behind me and pick it all up neatly and clean it up. Right? So,
and they constantly reminded of you, because the narcissist is with them trying to be you. So that they're constantly saying your phrases, saying your words.
You say the youngin' word. Pause.
Okay, China.
Pause. The narcissist is absolute. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell you one of the most disheartening things that y'all gonna hear, that you're gonna find out, even worse than the cheating they did on you. I found something that was worse than the cheating, and that's when you find out that lying crutball told the new person that you did everything to them that they did to you.
Yeah,
man, you gonna be pissed. Because you in disbelief. I know I went out here and bought your tired, sorry behind and sacrificed and got you this and did that. And I took it on the chin every time so you wouldn't look bad. And you gonna go tell them that you did that for me?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
See, and that happiness is so fake, man. Because I swear I see so much stuff. These people are in financial ruin, and they hiding it. They don't think you will ever find it out. But I know through the grapevine, I have a nosy cousin. And no matter how I tell her, don't tell me nothing, don't do nothing.
They gonna come tell it. They gonna come tell it.
I will wake up.
You know, hold up. You know what it really is, though, China? What it is just like everybody thinks. So everybody, I want y'all to think like this. When it comes down to the time where they lying to everybody about you and you think everybody believe that mess, so everybody else is sitting back and they just waiting to see how the story play out. And every time they get a little bit of news, they got to spread it.
and
they gonna call you.
And my cousin, I tell her I don't want to hear it. I be waking up in the morning with screenshots. She's like, "Oh, you ain't gonna let me see it. You gonna see it.
You gonna see this."
You'll be trying to hide it like that's the secret. You don't want nobody to know. Like, please stop. I'm trying to act like I never knew this person. But
listen, my mother used to call me. Man, my mother used to call me and be like, "You need to go on Facebook and you need to address some of these lies. This don't make no sense now. This done got out of hand. I don't believe that she's on here telling people this stuff." And I'd be like, "Mom, listen. I ain't addressing none of that. Everybody that think that and believe that mess, then they already wanted to believe something like that about me anyway. They can believe whatever they want." And now everybody calling her. Now everybody they call her be like, "Guess what? Yeah, like I said." And then she's like, "Yeah, you was right. You was right. Don't even you know what? That was the best thing you could have did. Not get all caught up in that crazy mess, because that's the game plan to get to lie on you." They know that the one thing that means more to you than anything else is your word, your good name to everybody around you, your good name to everybody around you. They know that that means more to you than anything else. And that's why they like, oh, you think you going no? You think you giving me the silent treatment? Wait till you hear the next lie that I tell everybody about you. Since you silent,
Right.
and then they just gonna start telling lies until you break. And then when they see that they didn't break your silence with that, that's when the narcissist knows, this is worse than I thought.
Yeah.
Because now I done went out here and lied and lied and lied. And I done told everybody this great big old story about you. And I need you to jump in this craziness with me. Right. So I don't look like I'm the only one that's crazy. When everybody see this truth that's coming in the next week or two. Because it's coming. Listen, the truth coming down the pike every single day.
Yeah, it does.
And just like she was just saying, one of y'all was just saying that y'all be thinking they finances is on somewhere good. You got to be crazy. You got to be crazy. No, it's not.
They just sell it. They sell it like it is. Because they know if you get wind, you're going to laugh. They don't want to be laughed at. They don't want you to see them in the situation that they put you in. And that's why they disappear. When they in financial ruin and stuff and things are going bad, they disappear because it takes a lot longer for them to bounce back because they don't know how. Exactly. And so that's why we do. And that's why I want to say to y'all, even if y'all did misbehave or act crazy in the beginning, the truth is going to come out regardless. And with all this information, people are now saying it. If somebody tell you their ex is crazy, yeah, was she crazy before this? Was she crazy? That's because you made her crazy. All this information is out here, people questioning everything. And so people is not falling for that stuff no more. You can still stay silent, but some people don't. I think they want to shut us up, but it's a way to do it. And I don't feel the need to address anything that was said about me because the person that I am now erases the person that they painted me out to be. People can only point out your past because they can't tear apart your future. They can't tear apart who you are now. So they got to always bring up who you used to be or what you did.
And guess what? And guess what else, y'all? Yeah, you be thinking, we be thinking that, okay, it's over. You with somebody, gone and go your way, y'all done did your thing. All right, let me get my stuff together. And you thinking that they're not going to mess with me no more. They're not going to be trying to reach out and they're not trying to use my name or attach me to nothing that they doing. You a lie. You another lie. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, they are. Because guess what? Because they done already used all the other avenues, all the other names of all the other exes that they had. What you think that do you think they care? See, that's our problem right there. That's y'all problem. Ain't mine no more. Y'all be thinking they not going to use my name. They're not going to have an affiliation or association with me. You don't forgot you were the only thing in their life that had any type of credibility that they would want to associate with. Y'all think they out there somewhere putting their name on something? Who you think trust their name? Everywhere they have gone, they have created nothing but turmoil and chaos. And y'all thinking, man, nah, they somewhere acting right. They somewhere doing right. They somewhere treating somebody like a king or a queen.
Right.
You crazy.
They are conning and destroying. They are con artists. We say narcissist. I think narcissist is a wonderful, beautiful, elaborate word for con artist bum. That's what they are. That's what we need to call them. Because that's what they are.
That's it. That's all. Because that's all they got. That's all they get, man. Look here, y'all. Let's get to these super chats real quick. Sexy Slim the Goddess. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Getting us started on the table. And my main man, Lawless. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that super chat. My man Lawless said, it's sad narcissism has even changed the dating world. The ghosting, people using people for dinners.
Yeah.
Woo.
Hungry.
Woo. The I am the prize, multiple dating partners. Listen, y'all, when the devil gets in something, remember the one, see, you know something, man, the reason the devil don't want you to know who he is, because you're going to eventually catch and find out exactly what he is, and you'll figure him out. We always talk about, man, why God don't just destroy this fool? But God is saying, man, no, I'm going to give you the opportunity, because that devil ain't nothing. He ain't nothing. Ain't that how Bernie Mac said it when he was in the Players Club? He ain't nothing. He's nothing. Listen, when you're dealing with these people, look at how the devil has the dating pool out here. I was in a debate today. We was a Facebook group talking about, it was a different Facebook group, talking about relationship stuff. And these devils, and this is what we're talking about. Listening to a narcissist will keep you single and broke. We sitting here listening to these content creators. They out there, you know, pretending he on Rodeo Drive. He got a Rolls Royce. He's shopping at a Louis and a Gucci boutique, and telling everybody, no, you know, the way my father raised me, my father did it, and my grandfather did it. And, you know, we pay for everything and we do everything and we do. And I could tell it ain't nothing but, you know, he just saying what he's saying. And my thing is, listen, I done been around real money. Okay, I know what they look like. I know how they act. And that ain't how they act. Okay? That ain't how they act. Yeah, it's a man's job to provide. But listen, first of all, any real man out here ain't gonna tell another man how to run his house.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go in there telling you, oh nah, man, your woman can't work. Your woman can't do this. Yeah. See, one thing that I know for sure is that I done lived in $1 million home. Okay, I know what it's like in the neighborhood, and I know that everybody in the neighborhood, both the husband and the wife, going to work every day. Okay, y'all want to see them kids in private school? Listen, I like I said, I put it in a post today. I was like, I gave the exact numbers. This is how much the house note costs. This is what the utilities and the food bill and the tuition for the kids, how much it costs to keep your horses on the farm and somebody for to feed them every day, and your car notes and your insurance. And who paying for all that? And see, this is the thing. They can have these influencers on there that'll get on there. Oh, nah, Joe, I pay for everything. I do this, I do. Yeah. Well, then why are you trying to shame other men about that? If you rich, right? Go over there to Bill Gates. Go in the corner, go in there with Elon Musk and Bill Gates and them and tell them what you do. Don't go into the hood and tell the people in the hood, oh nah, man, y'all a bunch of brokies and y'all a bunch of this and y'all a bunch of that. Don't go flexing around them. No, go around people on that level. You a millionaire? Okay, then, you know, you're going into a boutique, then, you know, won't you do it like Floyd and them do it and close the boutique down and buy your woman some of everything that's in there, everything her size, pull that up out of here. See, I don't appreciate it when people go in there and try to tell a man and a woman how you supposed to live, because they put this lie in your mind, and then that's holding you up because you on a time clock. You are on a time clock. When it comes to dating, you're on a time clock. And see, we be sitting there looking at, well, no. You just, you know, you get open and you get older and, you know, you just do this. And nobody's giving nobody the real answers anymore. We're just sitting here like, well, how do you date now? You know, because now you got the young generation in the dating pool. You got the middle age. You got your uncles and aunt and them in the dating pool. And you got your grandma in the dating pool.
Yes.
I'm a grandfather, so I know. You dig? So this new way, it ain't working and it ain't never gonna work. You know why? Because at its foundation, it has no foundation. Everything that it's built on This is how the devil tell you a lie, because it seems like it's built on a righteous principle. The man's supposed to do it all.
Yeah, that's
Anybody in a successful relationship, everybody in a successful relationship will tell you that it ain't never been like that. Ain't no man start out on top. It don't work like that. Ain't no, and you ain't getting to the top without a woman. I said it. You not even gonna get to the top without a woman, and it takes that woman to help you get to the top. So we've been taught, oh no, man, you gotta go out there and get your own and you gotta do this and you gotta have that and you gotta be a high value and all these lies. Those are lies. Those are lies. Listening to these narcissists gonna keep you single and it's gonna make you broke. They don't do
because
nothing.
narcissists ain't doing nothing. Like they have nothing but time. A lot of them are just lazy. They have a camera. They then took somebody's phone. They on somebody's Wi-Fi, probably using it from the coffee store.
Exactly.
And then they make this content because all they want is validation and to feel like something and have an image. Whole life is a lie. And by the time a person gets with them and they rob them and swindle them out of everything, the narc moves on. They don't even, it's like it's no repercussion. They just continue to do it. That's what con artists do. They belong in jail. But that's what we're listening to now. Like nobody's fact checking people.
And you know what? No, people are now starting to fact check them.
They are.
People now, as a matter of fact, I saw this one podcast.
That's gonna be hard to do with a narcissist because they can create a whole identity. Like they can make
you can, but what you can't do is with that new identity, you can't turn that person into a millionaire without at some point having to prove he's a millionaire. Millionaires, they don't work like that. You can talk a good game and it'll get you a certain little distance, but eventually you got to show and you got to prove. You got to show up with some money at some point. It's not a situation where you just get that free reign to just do what you want. No, real life doesn't work like that. I was looking at this one guy's channel. He lives in Atlanta and he's a rapper, right? And he said, man, I didn't make it in the rap game. So I'm on here giving the real about what it's really going on, what's really going on with these rappers.
Right.
And he said, man, listen, I'm in Atlanta and y'all know a whole lot of the rappers are here. Atlanta on the East Coast is kind of like what New York used to be with the rappers. Like everybody is in Atlanta now. So he was like on his podcast, he's telling the stories and he's telling you flat out. He's like, man, when y'all see these dudes in the videos and they got a big thing full of money and this and that, he's like, man, listen, they might have that money, but that's everything they got. He said, man, they literally sleeping on somebody's couch and they got that money in a duffel bag because that's everything they own in the world. And it never lasts them more than 2 weeks. Because they all think that you're going to keep making it. They get one lick and bam, then that's it. And he was like, man, most of the famous rappers that we know, most of them, it's like, man, they broke. He's like, man, you would be laughing if you knew how broke most of the people that you would never imagine. Like, I thought that person had a hit and I thought that person was doing good. No, that entire world is a sell your soul fraud. They're going to always have somebody they put out there with some money because they have to give the illusion of money, but they're controlled by the money. That's how they control them. And they control them by not giving it to them. That's what keeps them out there. Nah, man, you just got to keep grinding. You just got to keep going. You just got to keep doing it. That's what this world is all about right now.
Yeah.
It's all about selling people dreams and taking from them.
Because it gives them attention they wouldn't otherwise get. And that's what these people thrive off of. That's why they have to tell a lie. The lie they have to sell you on the lie to get you interested in the story that they're selling you. While their whole sadistic mind, they're laughing at you because you believe in something that they just made up on the whim just to get attention and just to see that they manipulating you. That's why these people lie for no reason,
Yes.
because it's a thrill
Yes.
to them to sell you an illusion. That's all they do, is sell you an
Man,
illusion and make
that's
you
it.
confused. And then
That's
down the
it.
line, don't even remember the damn story they told you. They tell on themselves all the time. They tell so many unnecessary lies that eventually you're gonna bring that back up and they ain't gonna even remember that lie because they just lie for
There you
attention.
go. There you go. They're sitting there, they're
Make
selling
it
you
up.
out. They're telling you that, oh no, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that, it's gonna be this way, it's gonna be that. And the whole time, they know they just keeping you out there. They really using you as their slave.
Yep.
Pretty
At the
much.
end of the day, they using you as their slave because your record is getting played. You just ain't gonna get none of that money.
Yeah.
No, they like to set you up and then put you in an industry where you don't get to see the numbers for real. These people can make numbers up, and anytime they feel like, man, your record ain't get but four plays this week. You ain't no check for that. What, you get 13 cents? They will lie to you to keep you there, because at the end of the day, again, the lie is what keeps most people going.
Yep.
Not giving you money. That's one of the things that Puffy was saying. He's like, man, I just love to see what grown men will do for money. And he was pimping them.
Yeah.
Just to see that look on your face. And y'all think that he was giving them money? That's what turned this whole situation in. Well, that ain't the one thing that turned, because he was messing with some other money. But the person that started the suit against him, he's like, hey man, he was in there doing stuff for Puffy for almost 2 years. Puffy ain't paid that dude nothing. You get to live in the mansion, you get to walk around, you get to be with Puffy. You get to ride in Puffy's cars.
That's how the
don't
devil
get
do.
money.
Like Kanye was saying, made a deal with the devil. It's a crappy deal. A few toys and a Happy Meal. Everybody that's been in this situation, the deal with the devil was terrible. Like that
Every
was
time.
terrible. You had
Every
about
time.
5 good times in like 5 years. That's it. And then
Because
the rest of it was terrible.
It's intermittent reinforcement. They have to give you some good times to sell you that illusion that it's there, because they know you'll leave. They know if they continue to treat you the way that you do, you're going to eventually feel like you deserve better, because they know you do. They hate to see. That's why they hate seeing you happy around other people, because that will show you that it is better out there and that you deserve better than what they give you. And that's why they isolate you. They don't want you around your family. They don't want you to have friends. They don't want you to see what's out there. They want you to think that they the end all be all, the alpha and omega. They want you to depend on them for everything in life, because they are miserable. And if they can have you dependent on them, then they can have you in that state of misery with them for as long as you are willing to stay.
And if they didn't have that investment, a lot of times if we would have been left if it wasn't some type of investment, like a marital contract, a baby, a business, something you invested in, a loan you done gave them, something you was expecting back. If it wasn't for whatever they then tricked you into giving them or doing with them or however, you would have been left.
Yes.
But because they did that hocus pocus, it wasn't just like you wanted to make this work because they sold you this dream and you think they potential. No, now you got a kid and you got this bill and you're trying to figure out this payment and you're trying to do this and you put your money in that. It'd be a spider web of stuff. And if people got spider web tattoos, watch out for them. Watch out for them.
Hey, look,
that.
And another thing, because I done talk to, I have relationships with different rappers too. They reach out to me, and one particular one was telling me about how they told her that she could not get pregnant, and she was pregnant.
Dang.
So they selling her a dream that they know they lying. Well, how you gonna do this? And how you gonna be on that level if you got a kid? The label ain't looking for that. That's a whole nother situation. And then you don't put your family off.
Don't be looking for that. They got them contracts.
Exactly. You know, and she gave all of that up. She gave up that family just for that dream. And it all was a lie.
It all crumbled.
It all crumbled in the end. You know, like I said, at the foundation, when you look at how this devil wants you to date out here, at the foundation, you look at everything on social media, everybody talking about money, money, money. Nah. It only take a man know he want to marry you. It don't take him that long. He know you for 30 days. He know. See, that's the part that the devil tell you.
Yeah.
Nah, it don't take that long. The part he not telling you is, well, if we gonna go with traditional marriages, yeah, traditionally we was getting married at 16 and 17, 18 years old. That was the common thing, because a traditional marriage means that we both are virgins, and men at 18. Yes, indeed, ladies. This is the secret to tell your daughters. Hold it till you're 18. I guarantee you. It's dudes all over the world. They're going to be trying to seek you out because it's unheard of now. It's unheard of. When a woman is a virgin, I got to marry her. We ain't going to be dating for no 2 years. We ain't going to be dating for 6 months because she has her purity. And she's, you know, and usually that's when you're just coming out of high school. If you can get out of high school. Now we can't even get them out of elementary school like that, because that's the lie that the devil is selling everybody. That this part goes like this, and that part goes like that. No, everything is backward. No, you know what? You got to get out of this. You got to leave this person. Well, what we leaving them for? Cause I'm just not happy.
And that's what happened when people when they get rid of God. Like, God is the matchmaker.
Exactly.
It's not even a question.
Come on.
When God do some stuff and put it together, because that person gonna come with the qualities that it take to make a home. Like, if it's not, it won't even be a question. It's only a question when it's like the world, and then they're like, well, what you gonna do? Like, how much you make, or how much you this? I need somebody to make this amount of money, or else they can't take care of me, or my bills equals this.
There you go.
That right there is all from the wicked kingdom. Like, that's all Jesse. That's how all she of it down.
All of it. And that's what's, and you have, like, I was looking at another video. This lady, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, on here. Now, she was on Basketball Wives and something like that. Basketball Wives, never was married, you know, and I mean, it's contradictions in everything they do. Mm-hmm. And she out here giving people that's married, never been married, giving people who was married relationship advice, counseling people. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, they serious.
You out here counseling people you ain't never even been, man. And her claim to fame is she been engaged 2 or 3 times. That's her claim to fame.
That's wrong of you to
was
say.
Engaged to somebody 10 years.
What makes her not qualified? That would make me not qualified because I'm divorced. I mean, we can't say she's not qualified.
No. But you've been married.
Yeah, but it failed. That's a failed marriage.
No. It don't matter. It don't matter because you've done it. You've done it so you can speak on it.
And you researched it. I'm quite sure you've done a lot of research.
When you're talking about a marriage, see, the one thing that you can't play with is a marriage. Mm-hmm. Don't even go messing with them people. You don't know what a marriage is. You just think you know what it is. When you're in a marriage, that's different. That's a covenant. That's a covenant, and you ain't supposed to play with that. You ain't never did it. No, you're not qualified. I'm saying it for the whole internet. All of Beyonce's internet. You're not qualified to tell people about marriage if you ain't never been married. And if you was married and you failed at it, guess what? You can tell people what happened. Hey, listen, this failed. When we got to this point, it failed. So you got to avoid getting to this place right here. Because people who are married or who were married, we having a different approach to marriage. We have a respect for marriage first. And somebody who hasn't gotten married, they look at marriage like just like y'all go together. Okay, y'all married. Okay, and it works. They look at it as it's the same, and it's not. Because if it was the same, then it wouldn't be a need for people to get married.
And please do the fact check. My ex is a marriage counselor. They've been married for 2 minutes, okay? That's like what the third, fourth, fifth wife, but they've been married for 2 minutes. He marries them and then he takes the wife, but he's also the counselor of the marriages. And then
he in there counseling people. He in there counseling people, couples, and he trying to steal somebody's wife while
take the wife and put them in the love cult. And so then the husband helped them file charges on the husband, help them drug the husband. Wow, I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up.
Wow. I wouldn't even want to be close to somebody like that.
No.
I would not want to be close to some because that dude he's just gonna keep getting it. And can you imagine what the woman he's supposedly married to now going through?
Yeah. Can you even imagine? She's young and African. She don't really speak too much English.
It don't matter. Listen. Right. Just because she doesn't speak English fluently, she knows what a relationship is. That is a universal language. She know what it feels like for somebody to be doing something they ain't supposed to be doing in that relationship.
See, but that's the thing. They marrying people. Together. They marrying for green cards. You saw that passport man who went and got that Asian wife, and after 2 years, but he's blaming it on American women instead of taking accountability that he was not a good husband or that he was duped. So he rather blame somebody else. He said she was brainwashed by American women. No, she had an agenda the whole time.
There you go. She had her finger on him. He was an easy lick. She got him. And he knew she was up to no good. She played it off for him. But again, we let our desires pick our spouses, and then we mad when it end up crazy. It be fell all apart.
Supposed to be with each other. Like that will forever be chaos. We was in the wrong pond. I had a therapist tell me that once. That was such great information. She said, your problem is not that you ziggity boo and crazy. You just be fishing in the wrong pond. You look for guys in this pond. That's the dirty water. You need to be in this pond. She was like, they never do right in that pond. Don't go to the streets. Like, just, you got to be in the right pond.
Man, I think our mistake is we look for compatibility. I think that has to be built. So when you're looking when you're looking for compatibility, what you find is familiarity. I'm sick, so I can't.
And listen, instead of looking for consistency, okay. Listen, everybody that is successful, the one thing that every successful person and couple has in common is consistency. Okay. We be looking for something big for them to say something that we ain't never heard before. And that's what gets us. That's how narcs get us, because a narc comes into your life and they looking at a narc come in there and they hit you with these big words. They hit you with stuff. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I prayed for you. I've been praying for you for years and you finally here. This is it. You the one. And we hear some of that stuff and we like, what? And especially if you in the church.
But they witches and warlocks. And that's what we don't address is the witchcraft. Any narcissistic relationship is one built on witchcraft. They bewitch you, but the familiar spirits, and you gotta know spiritual warfare dealing with these things, or you just at a loss. But the familiar spirits are the ones in your generational bloodline. So they send these people, they create a storm. They know you want to be rescued at some point. You want to be rescued. You need attention. You've been rejected. They set this up your whole life for your demise. because you were the bright star to break the generational curses. So they send the witch and the warlock, and that's how you end up in the Lulu land. And you might be in there 5 years, one relationship, 10 years, another relationship. But all of this time, you're not fulfilling your God-given destiny because you're in the Lulu land with another warlock or wizard.
But I'm gonna tell you this though. One thing that we look for in a relationship, people, and when you see this, you better run. We want to be Superman or Superwoman. We want to save somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, when you see somebody that needs to be saved, you better run, because they setting you up. They setting you up. Oh my goodness, you everything. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. You just everything I ever. You the best woman I ever had in my life. I ain't never had nobody. Never had nobody care about me like you do. And we just met.
It's
you
not
mean
just
you?
that.
You mean you at this age and you ain't never met nobody that care about you? And you just met me? You better run.
You just told them how to get you by saying that. And you know what? You need to add to that. We're not just looking to be saved or to save. We're also looking to be the victim. And when we looking for somebody, we tell people what our ex did to us. We run somewhere else playing the victim as well instead of doing the work. We have to take accountability and do the work as well. And that's how you can get into a healthy relationship. These people ain't hard to spot, but now they're switching the game up and telling you what you're in for, so you can feel sorry for them and think that they're going to change for you. They are literally out there telling you, I'm broken, I'm no good, I did this to my ex, I did that.
There you go.
I changed.
But because you think that if they told the truth, I can work with you. I can work with you because you told the truth. See, they know the principles that we stand on. When you stand on the principle of truth, we already know that's a solid foundation. I can build with that.
It's only a half truth. They might say they did
it's a lie.
Wrong. They broke. They ain't gonna say, my friend right here, yeah, my dude, that's, we get down sometimes. They're not gonna say that stuff.
They ain't gonna tell you all that.
They only gonna tell
no. They gonna tell you that they only gonna say, man, I know that I'm messed up, sometimes. Do you believe it? That's the lie. That's the lie. They know they messed up every day, all day. They know that they gonna lie to you. Everything they say gonna be a lie. They know that they listen. They in 4 relationships when they met you.
Yep.
Everything they say and do is a lie. Everything, not some of it. It's a lie. It's built on a lie. Their foundation is a lie.
Yep. And y'all think when they ghost y'all think that they doing that to play mind games? No, they juggling multiple people. They have to ghost you for a time to go over here to this other person because they hate to lose somebody. Y'all be feeling some kind of way. These people are really over somewhere else, juggling somebody else or trying to keep their family intact because now the girlfriend or the wife is getting suspicious because they spending nights out. They doing this, they doing that. They ghost you because they got to go over there and get some attention there, some attention here.
There
over
you
there.
go.
They need that.
There you go. They know that ain't even their car half the time they riding in, and somebody about to call the police and blow the cover off the whole situation. And that's why when they telling you they so nervous and it's so frantic about everything, like, man, I just want to be out of this, man. And they can't stop talking about that relationship. When they get to the new person, they cannot stop talking about your relationship with them.
No.
Guys, when you start to stand up, good God, you talking about getting scared. When you start acting like oh my goodness, you ain't blowing my phone up all day no more. Now I got to call you to find out what you doing, what you think. Are you about to blow the cover off of my situation over here?
Yep.
Guys, you gotta stand strong. When they ghost and they disappear, it's just like China just said. They gotta go somewhere else. They ain't just doing it just to be doing it. They doing it because they gotta do it. They feel like, okay, if I don't go over here and give this attention to this person, it's gonna be bad. It's going to be real bad. And then I'm going to be in a situation where I got to depend on you because I done messed this up so bad and I got to go find me somebody new, which they're going to do that anyway. Listen, they're going to mess up every relationship around them because that's who they are at their core. You just don't see it. And most of the time we don't even believe it.
And we really want to get to the point where we really don't give a crap because they are very cruddy. Like there's like so many the narcissists are here. Oh, I'm a narcissist. One guy was on there. I only can talk to young girls because we have so much in common. They don't know that we have arrested development personality. That's a whole demon talking that you don't even want around children. Like these people are so vile that if we really understood exactly what they are working with, the kingdom that comes with them, it is chaos. You're always sickly. Things are always breaking. Your money is always gone. Your children are always acting crazy because they're chaos. It's always somebody passing away around them because they bring that's what they rock with. It's like it's nothing good that comes with them. We are happy that they left. God removed them. We have to really understand. God stepped in and said, "No more, my child." He had to have mercy.
Listen.
Remove him.
Let me say this. Out of the close to 300 times the police was at my house during my sentencing with the narcissist. Imagine that, man. The police done been to your house almost 300 times. Can you imagine what that feels like?
No.
You can't even imagine that.
No.
So, I say that.
That's something.
Listen. I'm at a place now where I can actually laugh about that. Like, damn. Y'all had the police at the good God. Like y'all, what did y'all was y'all dating the police? Like what is going on? But I'm saying this. You go through all of that chaos with somebody.
Yeah.
Do you think what is telling us in our mind that this person who has not only shown to us but has proven to us who they are. Mm-hmm. And we think that they have the audacity, the unmitigated gall to go somewhere else and treat someone with respect and love, dignity? Are you crazy? It is not in their vocabulary.
No. I'm gonna let y'all in on this little secret here. See, let me tell y'all this little secret I learned, right? They ain't happy because they done ran over to somebody they done already been with. Somebody they done already tried to be happy with. There you go. It's probably just somebody you have never seen. Or somebody they introduced as a friend or a co-worker or something. Somebody you don't even know. They've been with that person. They run back and forth to their exes. If they don't prefer nothing new, if they get it, they gonna try it. But they prefer familiar. People know they can manipulate and dominate. So if one act up, they can run to the other person. They keep them in continuous triangulation, competing against each other. So when this person pick that person off, he could run over and sleep with the other person because they want revenge on that girl and stuff like that. That's what's really going on. They're not running to nothing that they hadn't already had. They just selling that happiness to tick the other person off. It ain't real. They've been with that. They've tried that and it didn't work. Now they have to sell you the illusion that this is working for them, especially if you've never seen that person. I hate when people say, "Oh, they won't show their new supply." No, they're not gonna show that new supply. That's the person
Come on.
Huh?
They not
That's
gonna
the
show y'all
person.
that part.
That's
No.
gonna be the deadly weapon right there. When
Yeah.
they do showcase that person, that's gonna be the deadly weapon. That's why they had certain supplies. It's not because they're ashamed of them. Everybody play a role and a part in their
There
life and
you
in their
go.
manipulation and triangulation. They
There
do
you
have
go.
certain ones that they gonna hide, because when they bring that person out, that's really meant to tear you down, because you never seen that person before, and they know you ain't gonna be jealous of X. They know that's not gonna break you.
Right.
But
There you go.
that element of surprise is what's gonna get you. But that person ain't new.
And they
That
gotta
person
always
ain't
go
new,
for
y'all.
something that's opposite of you, if they can. Like if it's, if you're their age, they're gonna go for a child. If you like, if you are a different race, they're gonna go for another race. If you're thin, they're gonna go for someone heavy. They know that there's nothing that they can chip away at you. So they gonna try to get you in your mind by doing something opposite, like, oh, I never liked your type anyway. These people are vile people. You have set the standard for his image. Like everybody told me, this dude, no one ever would have known this dude because he looked like a bum on the street with no teeth. That's what he was, panhandling. That's what he was. But no, because of the connection, that set an image, an identity that he could steal, and now he made himself a pastor and of churches. So this is some crazy stuff, but he didn't even really know God. It's like this is how these demons do. Like they try to cipher from people who they know God has chosen. Like they know that Satan is always sniffing around for the light, for Christ. He's always obsessed with God and his children. And so they're trying to cipher to make some type of identity in life, but they can't bring life from a dead vessel. Like these people, we make things up in our mind about who they are. They are cruddy, and we definitely don't want them after they done been with the one that was next.
Oh yeah.
No.
Come on. Don't do it. Hey, y'all, listen. Dancing Lobster, thank you so much for that super chat. Dancing Lobster said, those who operate in good faith will never seek to confuse you. Ladies and gentlemen, the gospel in the first line, those who operate in good faith will never seek to confuse you. Please remember, y'all, demons don't attack what they don't see as a threat.
Yeah.
Good God Almighty. You in here preaching the gospel tonight. Protect your light. Stay strong. Love y'all. Thank you so much. Goodness gracious. Dancing Lobster said everything that could be said right there.
Yeah.
People that operate in good faith, they're never going to seek to confuse you. They don't want you confused. They want you to operate, and they want you to stand on a solid foundation. And that's how we have to look at relationships.
Yeah.
It has to stand on a solid foundation. Everything about it has to be solid, because if it's not, when you get with that person and they start kind of tap dancing on you, that's where you got to exit. See, with y'all, we be thinking that when you deal with somebody, like you're supposed to be all in as soon as you start talking to them. And that's where we get it wrong at. You like, no, I'm vetting you. Because, and honestly, everybody in this chat, you should be the hardest people to get with. You should be the hardest people to get with, because the thing about us is, the thing that I know about everybody who is an empath, an empathic person, a loving person, we are going to do anything for the person we love.
Oh yeah.
We are going to put up with them lies. We're going to put up with cheating. We're going to put up with deception. Guys, I'm telling y'all what it is. I don't want to say I would put up with it, but if you catch me right, I'm going to put up with it for a little bit. I ain't going to put up for a long time. But I'm gonna, if you catch me and you get me all the way in, then you surprise me with it. I don't know if nobody that good, but if I'm gonna put up with some of it, I'm gonna put up with a little bit of it. I'm gonna try to work it out, and then my pride ain't gonna let me just give up on it because, like I don't want to be telling people, oh man, this was my first wife, and then my second wife. I had to get rid of that fool because she was, because we gonna keep hanging on. Because we don't want to have that track record.
Right.
Yeah.
And they know that, guys. They know that. And a lot of times, if they know, when they learn that you the type of person that's going to fight tooth and nail to the end to keep your marriage with them, man, they can put that good behavior hat on and keep that joker on. And then about maybe 3 weeks to a month into that marriage, they introduce you to the devil. And you sitting there, okay, oh baby, we gonna work this. Listen, we gonna give it to God. We gonna go to, and that devil look at you like, give it to God. You gotcha. Because they know we gonna fight for that relationship. We gonna fight to keep that together. Guys, that's why you have to protect yourself at all costs. It has to be solid. If you're in any relationship you trying to get in with somebody, listen, it has to have a foundation that is solid. It has to have a foundation that's built on something that you trust.
Right.
Okay? Because that's what you're going to have to go back to every time y'all have a problem that y'all need solved. Because my personal thought is, and it's just me, my personal thought is that, in all honesty, man, God created us in a way where we shouldn't have to take our problems to a third party other than God. It should only be, hey, God, baby, we need to pray together to see what God telling us we need to do, because He gonna humble one of us.
See, but that's not our job to take our problems to God neither. It's our job to take our accountability to God. We have to talk to God and the Holy Spirit about us. We can't go to them about something, but somebody else pointing the finger. God don't want to hear that. God want to hear your part so He can teach you how to correct your part. You should be able to communicate with your partner the problems in your marriage. You shouldn't have to go to God. That should be the last resort. If you can't communicate with your problem about the marriage and you have to go to a third party or God, then it's time to walk away from that marriage, because nothing is going to get resolved.
But see, this is the thing. And you're right. The reality is that God already got this set up. If we're going to really come clean with it, because see, the devil done mixed this thing up so bad, it's hard to really stand up and come clean on it. But that's what we're here to do, because that's the space we in. Because it done made that space look so uncomfortable and so ugly. But at the end of the day, God puts one of us in charge. Okay. God put one of us in charge of that relationship. And listen, if you are the steward over the relationship, it is your job, steward, over the relationship. You are the covering over that woman. You're the covering over the home. You are the provider, the protector. Okay, you are the steward. So there it is. You are to comply with God as she is supposed to comply with you. And that's why you have a relationship that does not have confusion. But see, we're not living in that world. We don't live in a world like that anymore. We live in a world where anything goes.
And people have to understand, like, you cannot go into a relationship with an altar for Jezebel. You have to deal with that spirit at some point in time, that whole kingdom. Because if there was any type of sexual immorality, most of America has, most people that fornicated, all of that. There is a whole spirit spouse that people be married to, that is the real problem in the marriage. And the narc got plenty of spirit spouses, probably thousands, hundreds of thousands, who knows? But they have had sex with so many people, love is not in their heart anymore. That is gone. But you can have all of these spirit spouses, and the minute the way they operate that whole kingdom, they put two people together, get that witchcraft covenant bond going, and then the whole time they're going to work hard in breaking up that marriage, because they know the curses that adultery bring. They know the curses that divorce bring. They're after the children. This is a whole generational agenda. So you got incubus, succubus, all of them to deal with. That's when you having the restless legs, the sleep paralysis, the old hag. All of that stuff is happening. They bring on infirmity. They bring on female problems, bleeding. All of that stuff happens with spirit spouses. And because those things are still married to people and there's no divorce, your natural marriage will end in divorce. They will have it no other way. They're very possessive. And then they affect intimacy. That's why narcissists do not have, they can only have good intimacy if the demons is operating through their body. That's it. And they do very perverted stuff because it's a demon doing it with their little snake tongues. That's it. After that, the real them, they have ED if they're a guy, they have dryness or whatever if they're a female, or they always in pain or something always going on with them. It's not pleasant because the spirit spouses dominate that area. And they're not going to have the people they tormenting having pleasure like that. Not on a regular. They are chaos, destruction.
Girl, you stepping on some toes.
All of that stuff. That's the only thing they can bring. The kingdom of darkness cannot bring life, cannot bring joy, cannot bring peace. They're created beings. They're destructive. God has he destroyed them. He has given them up. They have a place for their judgment. He said, don't even touch them. Don't go over there.
The narcissist is a GMO.
He said a GMO. They are, because they practice wickedness so much. They do have changes in their DNA. They don't know why their brain go dark. Their brain just dark on the scans. But the demons then took that part. Demons are dark. But science be like, oh well, sure, you want to think about demons at some time. But the demons
I'm trying not to sneeze.
I know.
She look like she's trying to hold it in. I'm like, she about to bust the whole thing in it.
I'm gonna give you some soup or something, some orange juice or vitamin C and zinc.
Jesus.
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh my goodness, man.
You are dedicated because people got to get free. Like, you don't want to see another person go through this.
Yes, indeed. And now we in a world where these leeches they watching us, they listening to what we saying, and they manipulating it.
Yep.
Like, oh yeah, but I know that might be true, but I'm gonna still be this one over here ain't up on that yet. So I'm gonna run this game on them right now, because they ain't figured it out yet. But at the end of the day, y'all, again, man, we are in a time where, of course, as you can see, time is changing. Man, they got so many debates going on. You look at TikTok right now, almost every other channel is about the Trump debate. Goodness gracious. Boy, this country gonna be in turmoil about this daggone election. I'm like, man, hold it, y'all. We gonna fight.
All the
every
planets are here.
day.
That is like major. All the planets are here. And apparently, in this guy, we got about 20 planets or so. I thought we had 9, but I guess we got about 20 planets and 4 moons. I don't know. It's just a bunch of activity.
I don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe in
dinosaurs. These are deities, okay? They have cracked open a veil. These are deities. They are coming here from the second heaven. Like, we are dealing with some stuff we can't even imagine. And the narcissist is only a forerunner. Like, this is only a forerunner.
I'm gonna say this, today I was talking with my cousin and we were talking about that conversation that I was in this other chat about the atheists. And one thing that they ask is what was it once? Name something that, they can't do as an atheist that you can do, as a believer. And another thing that an atheist cannot do is you cannot change God's order. You cannot change God's natural order. You are living proof that God is real. Everybody that hear this message, you are living proof that God is real. And if you don't think God is real, I'm gonna prove it to every atheist that see this video that chime in. That's what I want you to do. I want you to send me proof that God is not real. What kind of proof? You know what? I'm gonna give you something easy. I want you to spend the night submerged underwater without a breathing apparatus. Because if God is not real, then that means all of his creations don't govern this universe. His creation does not govern your universe if God is not real. And that means that you have power to create in his universe if he's not real. And I gave you an easy one because I can give you another one if you asking for another one. If anybody got another one. But yeah, just go and sleep underwater tonight or any night you feel like it, not inside of an apparatus. I'm talking about breathe in the water because you're not governed by the same laws that God created, because God created those laws. Okay.
I got one for him. God has shown that in order to create another human being, that a woman has to give birth. That's true. So where did the first two humans come from? You got to give birth. Somebody had to make them, because for the first big human beings to be here, somebody who gave birth to them. Nobody.
So you know what? I always had my own analogy about this, and it's simple, but the only way I could explain exactly what you just said is that we've always been here. We've always been. There is no beginning because there is no ending. What happened 10 minutes before the beginning? What happens 10 minutes after the ending?
Question, and a lot of times people who have questions about God's existence, they haven't really experienced his power and his presence. Like everything is, you really have to have his spirit, because he said only his spirit know the thoughts of God. Only God knows his thoughts. But when you have the Holy Spirit, the Bible is a revelation. It's the mystery that's in it. It comes alive. And all of the answers are kind of there, and it fits and it makes sense. But the revelation is blind to people who are blind to it. That's what he said. He was like, it's not for everybody. That's when he said that. Jesus said that. But that's when you have his spirit. He said the Holy Spirit is our teacher. He's the one who brings the revelation. He's the one that opened up the mystery. It comes to life. And everything about God's existence, you really had to, that's why they was doing all the miracles. Like the early church, the government had no power over them because they was raising the dead, they was healing the sick, the blind eyes was able to see, the deaf was able to hear. These were supernatural miracles that proved his existence, that the church is not doing now, because the church is corrupt. The ones that are identifying in an organization, they own the doctrines of devils. A lot of them in there is narcissists. They own the idolatry, the pulpit. They want everybody to worship them, and nobody is pointing people to God so people can experience him for themselves. Because once they experience him, you can never doubt who he is. Once you feel his presence and his love, and then you see the yokes that are destroyed, and then these powers and principalities come to you, and you have authority over them, and they go. Like, I've seen so much just with his power that I know everything about him exists, because the demons, the dark kingdom, is subject to his name. Like there's nothing they can do to a believer.
Come
You
on.
literally can have a presence of a dark being in your home, and that thing must go when you tell it to go in the name of Jesus. Like it cannot stay. When you have sleep paralysis, even people that's not saved, a lot of times they say the name Jesus and boom, it goes away. That's how powerful his name is. So it's like when that exists, then everything that he said has to happen. There was a world before Adam and Eve because it was chaos, dark, and void. They're trying to recreate that. These are these ancient deities, the ones that feel like they was here first, because all of these planetarium habitats were habitats of demons. They're like their embodiment. It's hard to even describe them because they're not planets like they said, like they tell us, but they got kicked out of heaven and they were in the nothingness and they made their habitats like water, you know, chaos. This was a dark water kingdom. That's why the marine kingdom dominates. So there were things that existed, and then God, his spirit moved upon the deep, formed the earth, and then he wrapped them up. He made a garden. All of this stuff happened. That's how Satan was lurking. So things happen that's not explained to us.
He got kicked out. But you know what?
Kicked out of heaven.
But this is
so
the
they
thing.
were all in the void.
But listen, the main thing that I can say, and the reason that I can speak on this way, is because one thing that the Bible, which is tainted, don't ever get it twisted. The Bible is just based on other books, like the Dead Sea Scrolls, books that were here way before that. So there's truth in it. Now, you got to be able to you just got to have a comprehension. That's all. It ain't that I got some connection to it that nobody else has. I don't. We might not even see it the same way. But what I'm saying is, just so as it was in the beginning, just as it was in the beginning, so it shall be in the end. Ain't nothing going on today that wasn't going on 20,000 years ago.
Yeah.
It's the same exact story being retold and resold all over again. Okay? That's it. We ain't experiencing something that never has happened before. No, we are in the revelation at this point. We at the end. This is the time where the devil's world has ended. That's what the end of the world is all about. His day is done. Once you have exposed him, once he's been exposed, it's over.
Yeah.
That's it, guys. Only thing he had over us was us not knowing this is who this is. Us not knowing, you know, he ain't really got no power over you, right? Most of us don't even know that. That's how this situation ends.
The devil can't do no harm to us. He can only manipulate us into doing it to ourselves or someone else doing it to us. He has no power and no authority over our lives. We give it to him. We give him our minds. That's how he is able to get in. And that's how he was able to get to them. They let the devil control their minds because they wanted that power. They saw from the first time when they did trick somebody or lie to somebody, how they got away with it. So they wanted to know, what else can I get away with? And that's their life. They go through life trying to manipulate people and they don't even know why. They just get a thrill out of it. There's no logic or reason behind why they lie and manipulate people and sabotage people other than it feels good, because it's sadistic and it comes from the devil.
There you go. And that's all the devil is. That's all the devil. And guys, remember, even in heaven, even when the devil was in heaven, okay, even when he was in heaven with the other angels, man, God ain't get up from no table and fight with the devil. He ain't even argue. He said, man, get them fools out of here, man. I'm about to go eat a sandwich, man. Get them fools out of here. He not about to. And then we sit there and we begging God, please do this for me. Please, please, please do this. For what? God said, you are made in his likeness and image. That means you are just like him. This devil has no authority over you. Do you understand that? The devil has no authority.
No.
That's like you getting pulled over, you driving down the highway, and you pull over because a donkey ran up to the car. Like a donkey can pull you over. This donkey has no authority to pull you over. How you pulling me over? It's a horse. How are you pulling me over? That's what, and that's exactly what I think God wants us to see and wants us to know, that we making this bigger than it is.
Yeah.
We making this thing way bigger than it is. It ain't like everything around, man. We just watching images and illusions, man. We have this thought that we have to be something for somebody that we don't have to be. We just fit right into a situation. The biggest scam the devil ever pulled, you already know, was we not knowing who he is.
Yeah.
And not knowing what he's capable of. Like this, we have so much mercy. Like God is so loving to us. Really, he really is. It's so much that the enemy wants to do that he withholds, because he know everybody's beginning and their end. Like he created them, so he know what's in them, what road they gonna take, how long it's gonna take for them to get to know him, like really, really know him, and he know that end and how it goes. So he holds back a lot. And it make it seem like, you know, the devil is not, you know, what he is or powerful. He is very, like, there is a lot of power in the kingdom of darkness. That's why a lot of people gravitate to it, even our leaders, because of the power that's in it. It's a dark power, but the power of God is so much greater that it snuffles it out. And there's so many people who, you know, have a heart for God, like it snuffles it out. He cannot operate to his full capacity, because when Christ came and did what he did, he reset the game. So it's not, it was worse before then. That's why you had all of the statues and all of them. They was running things. But when he reset it, there was a veil put. They breaking the veil, but there was a veil put. So there's a lot of things that we don't experience that they did experience in the time of old, because there's a Holy Spirit here now. The Comforter came. Right. He said, if I don't go, he can't come. The Holy Spirit lays it down. That's the invisible man the devil never see coming. He the one that made all the escape paths and set up the plan.
That's not an invisible man, because that was one of the other questions. That was one of the other questions they asked in that. Why is it that we can't see God in the physical when you do see God in the physical? We just ain't man enough and woman enough to step up and say, I represent God. Okay, number one. Number two, I was just thinking about this, and I said, man, you know, just in this conversation, I said, wow, it just hit me that I think I'm gonna stop asking God and stop praying to God to give me things, because that's baby language. You know, from now on, I'm only gonna ask God to teach me how to get it. Teach me how to get that. I'm only gonna ask, teach me how to get that. Because if I'm always asking, can you imagine your child, 50 years old, still, can you feed me, Daddy? And God is sitting there like, no, I won't, because he loves us. He loves us. We be sitting there wondering, when is this gonna happen? And when are you gonna bless me with this? And when am I gonna hit this Powerball, man? Dang, when is it gonna be my turn? Instead of just saying, man, God, man, won't you just show me up, man? Dad, can you show me how to do this? Show me how to do that. Show me how to be great. Yeah. Just teach me. That's it. Because that's what we would want from our children. Mm-hmm. Whatever they don't know. And we want, and of course, God loves us because he wants to see us just like him. He didn't say you was created in another image and you were like something else. No, he said his word is you are created in my likeness and my image. That means that I am just like him. I am just like my father, which means I have authority over this devil that I've given authority over myself all my life, most of my life. So no, I'm not praying in that direction anymore. I'm asking God, man, show me how to do that. Show me what you need me to do. Teach me. Teach me to learn how to submit. Good gracious.
Right. And let me say this. I wanted to add what I said. The reason why I said that, when we go to God, we have to do our accountability, because there are things I can speak for myself. These people force you to say things and do things when they do stuff to you. And so when you go to God, you have to talk to God, and he have to correct you on your behavior. You have to first get the needle out your eye before you can get it out of somebody else's. And so you have to go to God and he make correction on you. It's not just going to them about, oh, this person did this, did that. It's what did you do? Because we all have done and said some things in these relationships and marriages that were not, we didn't have morals in that moment. I'm speaking for me. I don't know about everybody else. And I've said some things, and I've done some things even after the fact. But it's important to go to God for correction. We can't go to them for somebody else. We have to go to them for ourselves. And God, and that's why God, when they do this stuff to us, that's the first person we run to is God. And what does God do? Remove them people completely out of our lives, because it was time. Sometimes this stuff have to happen for us to work our way back to him. Because I swear I've been going to church every Sunday. I'm trying to change. I'm trying to do right in my life, and it's been paying off. I promise you. Man, God has been doing miracles in my life. I mean, because it's times like, man, where I hit bottom, and I just sat on this show and y'all couldn't even tell, because I don't complain. But see, God had brought me back real quick from that bottom, So I mean, you can't just go to God about other people. You have to go for correction in order to get that blessing.
Yeah.
Because he letting you know, I'm gonna pick you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Pick you up a little bit, but I need you to get this. And that's exactly what he's saying to all of us. Look, I'm gonna pick you up a little bit, but I need you to get it together.
Yeah.
I need you to get it together and go out here and be an example. Okay, be an example. Because see, we are the type of people, the way he created us, if we see it, then we know it can be done.
Yep.
As long as we see it being done, then we like, hey, I can do that. Yep. Okay, so that's how you do that. Okay, got you. Okay, I'm good. Yep. And it's simple. We making things so complex about life, and life, it can be complex. Don't get me wrong. However, it also can be very, very simple.
It is simple. He tells us not to complicate the simplicity of Christ. Like everything, I mean, when the scripture itself is just a sword, so it's gonna cut through any type of lie or deception. But the one thing God really wants from us, the narcissist worked for Team Satan. So anytime we gave that whole like our attention, our time, our thoughts, our conversations, our complaints, our worries, like all of that, we was giving it worship. It was feeding the demons. Whenever we have negative emotions and we're crying and we're emotional, sad, and they provoke us, that's how the demons capture our soul, because they feed off of that. Demons feed off of depression, anger, all the bad emotions, rage, and everything else. That's why the narc is designed to trigger, so that the demons in them can get fed. But it's worship. God wants our worship. So he was showing, like, coming through this, one, had to get rid of idolatry. I enjoyed the way the narcissist made me feel in the beginning when I was getting all of the attention. I had some self-idolatry going on. I had to get rid of idolatry of him. I had to get rid of a lot of other things that I was doing, putting things before God. I put God at bare minimum, like at night, okay, God, please don't let me have bad dreams. You know, it was like real quick with him, but everything else was dedicated to like the narc or family stuff, or whatever else I had going on. It was more kingdom of self than kingdom of God. So he showed me in this process, reverse that. With the way you start feeling better, wake up in the morning, worship God. Just put on some instrumental and worship him. Tell him how great he is. Ask him, God, what you want me to do today? He got so many answers. He cared about every little detail of our life. He just want our worship. That's why he's never on a relationship with the narc or a demonic covenant, because the narc wants to be God. And God said he won't share his glory with another, not now, not ever. And so he definitely despises the narc. That's a cursed being right there.
That I definitely ain't sharing the stage with this fool.
Right. He like, what? I don't even care about his daddy under my feet. Like, no,
and they say God is a jealous God. When he feel like you putting something before him, he gonna take it.
Yeah,
he gonna take it from you.
He gonna look at you like, what is wrong with you? You putting something up here on my level?
Yeah.
What, have you bumped your entire head? No, you don't get to put things on God's level. It's gonna get destroyed.
Especially not with their daddy, the devil.
Yeah,
like that's the last person. It's like anyone's from my kingdom. The narc is on the lines with the Amorites, the Hittites, the Sassanids, all the ites, because the ites ain't never right. That's where they came from. The narc rights. That's where they are, from the ites. So you got to stay away from them.
Hey, you know, at the end of the day, you think about it. Once you are armed, you know what you're dealing with. You, at this point, you have to choose to be in pain. If you gonna listen, guys, I'm gonna make it real simple. Sometimes, man, we in a place where we choose pain because you could have chose happiness. And I'm gonna ask a question, and I just like to hear the answer in the chat. You know, for everybody that's in pain, why did you choose pain today instead of happiness? What happened? What forced you to choose pain today instead of happiness? And it's really just that simple. Today, when I woke up, I choose greatness. I chose happiness over everything else. I'm just asking the question, why did you choose depression or sadness, pain, struggle? What made you choose struggle and pain, deception? It wasn't like, you know, I got keys to a Rolls Royce and a private jet and a safe with $10 trillion in it, and I could just go, you know, whatever. No, I didn't even have that option. And that option ain't gonna take away, you know, what you feel inside.
It took a while for me. I was waking up. I felt familiar with pain.
Lady Virgo said, because we in bodies, okay? I'm in a human body here.
It took a long time. I was familiar with pain. Pain was like what I knew from family. That was like familiar.
There you
I handled pain because pain was fake love. Like that was all in that whole cluster.
Thank you.
I know how to deal with that. It was, and then it was like betrayal. And then it's when you're dealing with the children and you have like the money stuff, like they take your money. You got to start from rock bottom. You dealing with the children. You're still supposed to go on. You're kind of like in shock because you can't process it and still go through life. You know, you got to get the kids to school. You got to do this. The school's calling. You know, you can't just shut down, or all social services will be at your door. So you go on and automatic. And then in intermittent spurts, you can deal with the grief. It's different from the narc. They've been cheating from the beginning, so they didn't feel nothing anyway. So they can just go on to another home and play house, and that's the new them. You know, they've been doing
Hey,
it for a decade. Ask them, but
Hey,
it's
Keith,
different
you
for
just
us.
said it though. You just said it though. You just said it, and I promise you, you freed some people this evening.
oh yeah,
You just freed some people this evening when
yes,
you said, because that I chose that because that's a familiar spirit. That's what I know. I chose what I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do the reverse side of that? I chose
Go ahead.
pain because it was fake happiness. So I chose to
Oh,
go through the pain because that fake happiness was going to keep me in that fakeness, and I was going to have to endure that pain eventually. So
mm,
I
mm,
chose to sit in that pain. I chose to be depressed. I
Mhm.
chose to sit with God and sit with myself and learn myself and know what I was missing, what I was lacking, because I would not be this person that I am today if I did not sit in that pain. That was well needed, it was well deserved, and it showed me that what I was living was all fake. And I would rather sit in that
Yeah.
pain and endure than to be in that fake happiness for the rest of my life.
oh. Man, y'all going too deep tonight,
And
ladies.
that is it, because it's
Woo.
easy to pick up. Like it be like people DM you and all of that, and that has been a go-to. Like, okay, that's what the family, the narc family, teach you, the narc mom. The way get over that when getting something else.
Yep.
Even a grandma would come out like, "What did you sit and crying for? Who you think you are? You're not." They'll say like, "You're not one of us." All this crazy stuff. But when
Mm,
you get
mm,
to a
mm.
point where you get sick and tired of cycles, and something different has to happen. And for me, that was like a bum. Like I was literally thinking, how did I get with a bum? What was I thinking to literally get with no teeth, no car, on a bike? I was like, I was like, and I brought the person in the house, and I'm just
It's
like,
adamant
I
about
can't
them
even
teeth.
really sleep because I really don't know you, but I didn't marry you. Like I had to figure out my mind. That's when I discovered the Lulu is a
Wow,
real
boy.
thing. Like you can work
Man,
in the Lulu, you can have a
listen,
career in the Lulu, you can have your
listen,
own little
man.
enterprise in the Lulu land. But I had to get out. I was like, I can't do this no more. I can't go to the narc family and they be like, thumbs up, you got you a winner. Knowing this
Uh-oh.
dude ain't got no teeth and no a bum. It's like they were like, oh, he must really love you. I mean, it's like all of the spells,
Love
okay?
you.
All of the spells. So
Ooh.
that pain really, really helped me get
Yep.
out of the Lulu. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna go back to Kansas, like get
That
in the
Familiar.
pain is
eyes.
reality.
But you said it.
Yes.
That's why
It
it
was
takes you
familiar.
out of Delulu. Pain is
Mm-hmm.
reality. And
Yeah.
you sit in that
Mm.
pain, you're facing the reality of the situation.
Go
Yeah.
And
ahead.
that's what helps you get through that. It's
Go ahead.
reality.
Y'all
And
see, y'all
then you
hear
can
this?
figure out all the fake love. My mama
Yeah.
fake, my grandma fake, everybody fake, sister fake, all this stuff. Then you can start looking at it and saying, I see how I got here. I'm gonna have to cut off way more people than I ever thought, because you have to get healthy. But if you around a bunch of narcissists and that's who you go to when you leave the one that's in a relationship, them demons just go reinforce the Lulu. They just gonna prepare you and groom you for the next one. They probably got somebody sitting over at the house waiting for you there, like, well, I brought a friend, y'all gonna get along great, because they want to see you destroyed. The way the
Yeah.
kingdom of darkness work, the more that whoever they kicked out or gave up to the devil to be destroyed, the more perks they get. The more you look bad, the more they look good. This
And,
it's a doggy dog world in the kingdom of darkness with them. Like
and
they
that's
just
why
Mm,
they
mm,
run.
mm.
That's why they
yeah.
run, because that pain is reality. And they rather you sit in it than them. They feel
Uh-huh.
like you deserve it because you hurt them. They're always in victim mode. When they leave, they feel like
Mhm.
you hurt them. So
Yeah.
you deserve that pain, not
Yes.
them.
Mm.
And that's why they go run under somebody else, because that other person is a painkiller for them. They can't sit in the same pain that they put you in, because they can't be forced to know that it was them, that they were the problem. Or even if they wasn't, that they had just a tad bit of accountability in the
Right.
failure of that situation. They do not want to face that. They can't endure that pain, because it reminds them of their childhood, or that person that broke their heart, or that bite that they didn't get when they were a kid. That pain is a reminder that they are a failure, that they ain't ish in life, and all of the destruction that they cause. So they gonna run from it. That's why they don't like reality. They manipulate themselves into believing that it was something else. They not just trying to gaslight us, they gaslighting themselves to change the reality, because reality is truth, and reality is pain, and reality is growth.
Yeah, and that's why they stay cursed. I literally seen that in the Bible too. I love the Bible. I'm just reading so much stuff, but I find out a lot of things I never knew I had. But I'm looking at it, and it was clearly there. God was like, all these curses be happening to these people. Curse be this, your hair fall out. Curse be your skin, your hair, and everything else. There's so many. And then he got so many different chapters where he mentioned it. But one thing he said was, because even a generation be cursed. But he said, I will forgive them and everything, and he will put a blessing on them if they can be accountable, if they will humble themselves, be accountable, and take the consequence. That's repentance. That's one, because I wanted to study what is repentance, because I be saying forgive me, everybody got that question, and did I really repent? But it's when you can take accountability and then you accept the consequence. I accept the consequence. The marriage failed. I married a bum. I accept the consequence. I didn't make good decisions at all. I accept the consequence for somebody to be like, hey, you did this. All of that is a consequence to accept in humility, but God will raise you up. And then the blessings come. But if you never accept it, like the narc, they just remain a curse. Then they go on, and now they cursing somebody else's life. And the other people they with, like everything around them is a curse. And it's like you don't. That's
Everything.
why they always at a funeral.
It ain't like everything is a curse. It is.
Yes, everything. They are a cursed being. He says, stay away from these people. It's exclamation points where he say, don't even cross paths with them. God said it.
Because they so evil and manipulative that they can corrupt a good mind. That's why. They can corrupt a pure heart. That's how bad it is.
Whoa,
that's
hold on, rewind that. Hold up, hold it. Rewind that. Because some people in the back needed to hear that one.
Yes. That's because they can corrupt a good mind. They lie so much and manipulate so much that the purest of heart can turn evil, being around these people for a short period of time.
He tells you bad company corrupt good character. That's in there. And he tell you, do not make friends with an angry man. That goes for a woman too, lest you learn their ways. You will become them. Satan trying to make people in his image, because God created us in his image. And Satan trying to be like God.
Come on.
I'll go back to that
trying
stuff.
To outdo him. He's trying to outdo him.
That's why y'all think they so smart when they don't. That's when that demon takes over and make these calculated decisions and stuff. They are dumb as rocks. They are dumb as they not the sharpest.
How many of y'all can't spell? I mean, who
mine
got
is
some
40
that you got to translate? Like, I got to listen to the phonics on this. Are you saying R like O-U-R or A-R-E? Like, they don't have grammar, okay?
It is 48 years old and don't have a high school diploma or a GED. Trust me when I tell you. It is that old age and don't have none of that. How come you can't manipulate the test to get you a diploma?
Exactly.
Come on. These people are not smart at all. I heard it in court talking. I said, God, hey. This man is who person out
and put on there he didn't practice medicine. Spell practice medicine. Are you gonna put a space in it? Like, come
can't
on,
even.
man. This is like,
Look, Keisha,
like,
Oh my
he
goodness.
can't
make this
even.
stuff up.
He can't even spell GED.
Right. Right. You be sitting there like, but they
Oh my goodness.
but they shape
Y'all need to
shift
stop.
into you, so you don't catch it all in the beginning of the conversation, because the demon is talking and they got the high level intellect demon. But once that demon ain't manifested, you looking like, huh? Like, I'm trying
Man,
to,
y'all terrible.
I'm gonna need you to say
Hey,
what
we
you
gotta
Y'all
have
telling
are
me,
some
because
fun
I
with this
cannot
at
read
some
terrible.
it.
point.
Oh my goodness, ladies.
You're like, can
Y'all
I see
terrible.
our child, ARE? Like, can you see our child,
You had to
ARE?
pull
Did you
y'all
go
off of
out of
this
your
devil.
way to misspell it? Like, that's what they do. And you just be sitting here like, punctuation, like, please don't text, because I can't even. It takes time to try to fix my mind into trying to sound it out. I got to go get a little one like, hey, can you sound out what this say?
He came to you and asked you what's the number to 911.
Oh my goodness, man. Y'all
They
terrible.
don't get it.
Y'all are
And then be
terrible.
mad like, you always trying to make me look stupid. No, dude, you are stupid. I'm trying to figure out what you try to say so I can interpret it to the waitress here. You know, it's like, this is what we do. But we go along with it because we got bewitched. So,
Well, I'm gonna
the
say
Lulu
this,
land.
man. You know, y'all done straight
Yes.
put that y'all done laid the narc to rest this evening. Overwhelmingly the
The new supply
punished
got to
this devil.
sit there
Y'all see,
and
that's why
smile.
y'all don't even recognize I gotta be in this situation. I gotta be the referee to pull y'all up off the devil. Y'all get to going and y'all can't even stop. You know, it just turned into something else up in this camp. I'm like, whoa.
Come on, get you a lick in. Say something. Get you a lick in.
Right. Because I know
Get 'em.
those females ain't no joke.
That's what we gonna do on Fridays, y'all. I'm gonna just sick y'all on this devil, and they get what they get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They get what they get. But you know, ladies, tonight, man, I got to say, it just keep getting better because you know, a couple of nights I was like, ain't no way we can outdo this one. But good God, y'all come right up in this camp like, wait till next week. And you know, y'all definitely exposed some layers that affect so many people that cannot identify. Why can't I wake up tomorrow and be happy and be free? Why? You know, and sometimes you need to hear somebody else say it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to hear man, it's because that's familiar. It's just familiar. It ain't nothing complex about it. You ain't tied to nobody's soul. It ain't nothing that serious. It's familiar. That's all it is. It's familiar. Get familiar with something new. That's what I'm going to tell you. Good God, ladies, I'm almost scared. I'm almost scared to let y'all let them go for the night. I don't know. Y'all, hey, listen, one thing for sure, y'all not going to have a weekend that you didn't learn something because y'all got it tonight. Okay. Y'all got it in here tonight. Dancing Lobster. Thank you so much, Dancing Lobster. Dancing Lobster said, there's no growth in comfort. Woo! Good God. Man, Dancing Lobster coming in this chat and ain't playing, y'all. There is no growth. Ladies and gentlemen, man, y'all need to screenshot this one. There is no growth in comfort. Pain can drag us deeper into the dark, or it can show us the light. Hey, Dancing Lobster, man, what is going on with you? Whoo. We must find the strength to learn these lessons with a mentality of love and forgiveness, lest we're doomed to repeat them. Good God Almighty. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And
Y'all
then
better
you
take this
still
one with
with
you.
them, like there is such a repeated offense. Like it's hard. It's no way to overcome this in it. Like you just, I mean, there's so many like churches out here. I do say a lot to the church because I really feel like they got to get addressed first because they should be the number one people helping people get free. And they are, it's so corrupt that I just got to put them on blast. It's no excuse for that. But people go to them in these jacked up situations.
Yeah.
I've even done it. And they'll say, like, well, what are you doing? You need to pray more, or you need to do this. God don't like divorce. God don't. They don't tell you, hey, you got with the devil. Okay, you gotta understand first you got with the devil. Now, if you with the devil and you're trying to work it out, how does that work? Like, how does God look at that? And you might, it don't even have to be necessarily the devil that they say. At this level, you definitely with a witch, warlock, Satanist. So do God want you with a witch, warlock, Satanist? And that's what the real question people have to ask, because I get that a lot. I get so many messages like, I'm married to a narcissist. They're diagnosed. You know, the church is saying this. I'm praying. I'm fasting. I'm doing this. You need to eat. Just eat, because as long as you're still with them, the fasting is going to open your spirit up for them demons. Because if y'all having a connection, that's like a whole telephone wire of demons. They just going right back in. Then you go through deliverance and somebody might cast some out. Well, you got 7 more coming back in as soon as you go home, because you still in a covenant with the demon, the whole altar. So they have to be real with people and tell them, you have to get out of that covenant. God did not say be with that. He said don't join yourself with a harlot. A male, like the harlot, people know it's like the female prostitute and all of that. You got the male gigolo. That's what the dude is. The dude narcissist, they are gigolo hoes, period. Gigolo hoes. They go for
That's
anything.
real. That's real.
That
But
is
you know
it.
what,
They gonna
Keith?
mess with this,
That's
and
all
this.
they got.
Yes, if they with you for a transaction, that's a gigolo hoe. When you look up harlot men, you will see gigolo hoe. That's them, and probably your ex's name. But
That's all
that's
they
them.
got. But
And
that's all a narcissist has. Their thing is, listen, I give you my body for your soul.
yeah,
I give
Yeah.
you this body for that soul.
and they
That's
trifling.
the
And
exchange.
it's like that's the only thing that a person would probably think, like, if they do all this, they gotta love me. No, they do all this because they trifling. You know,
Yeah.
that's they
Woo!
trifling. And so
Try.
you connected to something dark, a harlot that he said don't connect to. You with a master warlock or a high sorcery witch that
That's
then
it.
put spells on you, that's probably putting spells on you every night, cooking food, putting their stuff in it. That's some
Yeah.
stuff. Don't eat that stuff. Because it's
Man.
like,
Especially the women.
yes,
Women are
they put stuff in
notorious
spaghetti and
narcissistic
everything.
women. They will put
Yes,
that monthly in that spaghetti sauce.
yes,
They
yes,
will do all of that. You gotta be very,
Woo!
very careful.
yes.
And one thing we have to
Corrupt.
understand too is into these relationships, we had our own demons that we were fighting. And
Mm-hmm.
we allow a demon into our life who extended their demons to ours. And demons work together, they work in groups. So those demons grouped up with our demons to attack
Mm-hmm.
us. And even when they left us with our demons and some of theirs too. And that's why it's so hard after the fact to sit in
Mm-hmm.
that pain and get through that situation, because you
Yeah.
still got demons attacking you, even though that person is gone. And that's why it's always important to go to God, pray, pray, pray. Prayer works. When God see the enemy is attacking you like that, he worked really, really fast. And I've experienced that, because he's not going to let you perish like that, because
Mm-mm.
he can see what you don't see. And that's why that situation failed like it did, because God said, if I don't put a stop to this, I am going to lose my soldier. And
Yeah.
that's why he put an end to these situations. They say he don't put no more on you than you can handle, and he saw it was getting too much, and he had to take that from you.
Mm-hmm. And
It
it's like
is.
a wound, like decay. Like anybody, if I used to work in wound care, so if you have a decayed wound or necrotic tissue, dead tissue on the wound, you got to cut that dead tissue out. And the deeper the dead tissue is in there, the more you got to cut. And sometimes you got to take some skin or flesh or meat from the other part of a body and put it on there like a graft for that wound to heal, so that the person don't die, so the infection and necrotic tissue don't take over the body. That's how it is spiritually when you're getting rid of this narcissist. God got to cut out this dead tissue. And you might not only have had the dead tissue from the narcissist, you might have had deeper dead tissue from your family roots, from all the other bad stuff that happened to you and everything else. So there's a lot of cutting. So when you're like still crying and it's months later, you're like, I don't know why I'm over, keep digging deep and find out what was the root. Because the narc wasn't crap. That was not crap. And when you were with the narc, anybody that was with the narcissist knew this is a terrible situation. I got to get out, because you cried and prayed to get out. But it was something deeper that kept that attachment there. Like the narcissist feed on the dead. So what was the dead tissue inside that got to be cut out and debrided? That's going to hurt when you cut that up, because you're going to find out, well, shoot, I don't think I like myself that much, or I don't think I think I'm a people pleaser, or I think I'm this, and maybe these friends are not my friends. It's going to start picking at some things that you didn't want to address, but you have to address it.
Yeah.
You have to be able to be bold. Like, okay, I was fearful of speaking in front of people. You got to do the speaking, because the narcissist was speaking, and you, because of that fear, you got to overcome all of that and cut out that dead tissue. And that's going to hurt, but then it's going to heal. When fresh tissue heals, it heals properly.
There you go.
Faith over fear. I got a shirt that says that. I couldn't wear it tonight because I stained it right before I came on. But I started to wear it anyway so people could see that, it should have been the message and not the stains.
Oh,
but it
my
was
goodness.
too much.
Yeah.
Well, look here, y'all. Another wonderful evening on a Friday night. Y'all see me? Did I not let the ladies go ham and cheese on this devil this evening? I did not interrupt. I did not get in the way. And
well, let me say something ham and cheese again real quick. When you wake up, when I woke up, I realized the stuff I tolerated, like the skid marks in the drawers and stuff.
Oh.
I'm like, what the heck was I thinking? And it wasn't even brown.
Thinking about. Good. I can relate to that, because I was looking at an old mattress the other day, and not the other day, but when I bought my new mattress, and I was thinking, wow, bruh, for real, really. But hey, y'all, I'm almost scared. I'm almost scared to let them go in one more time, but we going in one more time, because we got to give y'all something to think on, something to chew on for the weekend. Give them something to chew on for the weekend, ladies. Let them have it.
I ain't standing to the draws.
Girl, that what it wasn't brown.
So many I had to throw away. Yeah, I know.
It was black.
Trying to come in looking at them like, is that doodle in your underwear?
I thought he would have said
on your draws.
I
couldn't understand it. Because he kept saying, oh, I was sharp. No. We've all had gas. How do you splat on your drawers? Like, I was like, I've never had that. This is repeating.
Man, y'all terrible.
Like, oh my God.
Y'all terrible, man. Y'all are
had to
terrible.
throw shoes out because you could smell the shoes from the upstairs closet in the basement. Like, what is that smell? Just some shoes. Just some shoes. I was like, had to have a pole and a hazard stuff like to the dumpster. Get into the outside dumpster. Can't even throw them in the trash. Where are my shoes? Where's my favorite shoes? Your favorite shoes? The weapons? The war weapons? Oh no. They in the biohazard out. Probably, hopefully at the landfill by now. That's the stuff you deal with. and then you
Y'all
still
terrible,
try
man.
to make it work.
Y'all terrible.
That's her. What we gonna
Ladies,
leave them with, Keisha?
ladies, can y'all give them their marching orders for the weekend,
Okay,
please?
okay.
Thank
I want
you.
to leave them with. If you, I'm sorry, we just be laughing. Y'all can get here when you gotta get free, because you'll be able to write a book and it'll be comedy. But you know what to say.
Man,
When
y'all
you
terrible.
get out of it, like a lot of times it does hurt in the beginning because you grieving a life of fantasy that you thought you had built, but it was all in your mind. Like even the narcissist appearance was in your mind. Sometimes you could have recreated smells of fragrance or something in your mind, but that was not reality. You have to get in touch with reality first to start healing. And the first reality is that whole situation was a lie, a demonic setup to cipher out your soul and your goods. And if you get out of it, it is by the grace and mercy of God. Now it's the rebuilding. Heal, go through the pain, heal from the pain. Don't reach out to the narc. Don't reach out to the source. Just keep getting through it. Call on other people. Find out who your friends are. Eliminate a lot of people that was not in your best interest. And then start learning how to love and nurture yourself.
Yeah.
And you will start to get through it. You gotta call on God, because He the only one can defeat that other power, because you're dealing with the devil. And so you just gotta keep going,
Mm-hmm.
and you will overcome. They never meant you any good. They came in when they first smiled at you with nothing but wicked intentions on what do I have to say and how can I destroy this person and get everything from them that I feel like belongs to me. That's what goes on in their mind. They are wicked and to the core because they want to be. God loves everybody. They rejected Him. So they're going to reject you because you're His creation. They're going to reject you. They're going to reject their own children. They reject and they do all of that until the end. So you're not missing out on anything. The next person, the next accomplice, it's only worse. They only gonna get a downgrade. That's it. No matter how the accolades or appearances look, it's always going to be a downgrade. They go down once they hit the bar. You were the bar. So just understand that and then love yourself. Anytime you got compassion, you're the bar. Period. It don't matter
Yep.
what you look like or anything else. There's not a lot of compassionate, loving people in this world right now.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say about that. Run, Forrest, run. Run, Forrest, run. That's how you gotta be.
Man,
I'm
y'all
gonna
off
leave
the
you
chain
guys.
in here this evening. Y'all off the chain in here this evening, lady.
I
And I
want to
love
say
it.
to the people who are going through, because I notice there's a lot of people in here that's hurting. And I know you probably blaming yourself or questioning yourself. I just want you guys to know that they didn't run to somebody better. They ran to somebody who's coddling them. They ran to a mother-like figure who's going to pet them on the butt and tell them what they did was not wrong. That person that's going to give them that unconditional attention for the wrong that they did to somebody. So don't question your worth or who you are or what that person did to you. You got to keep moving from there. You got to count this as a blessing, because God has been in rooms that we have not been in and heard things that we are not privileged to hear. And so He saw fit that that situation come to a head, because if it was up to us, we would stay in them situations for a long time. And that would have been very detrimental to your health, because I have health issues from being in this relationship or situationship or whatever it was that I'm
Whatever.
going to have for the rest of my life. And that has to be controlled through pills, which is high blood pressure. And all it takes is stress. Stress is the number one killer.
Come on.
And that's all it
Come on.
takes. Somebody stress me out. I have to be very particular about my relationships, because if I get stressed out, guess what? I can bleed out from my high blood pressure. and nobody is worth my life. No one should be worth your life. If God got you through this situation, he sees something in you and he's not done. So keep moving, keep pushing towards God, because your assignment is not done. You think it is, and you think that your life ended because this person left you in debt. This person left you in spiritual ruin. God is a healer. He repairs all.
Say
All
that.
you have to do is humble yourself. That's all he
Yeah.
asks, and that's through prayer. That's us dropping our pride and saying, God, I can't fix this. This is for you. I'm trying to do your job. Now I'm coming to you for you to do your job, because I know I can't do your job. I need you to heal me. I need you to get me through this situation, because a lot of people off themselves because that person left their life, because they didn't understand the value that they had and the favor and the grace that God has for them, that they saw that person as their God, and that they ended their lives because they could no longer be with that person. And these people, stop believing what you're seeing, because it's meant to torture you so you can unalive yourself. Because these people know eventually, if you wake up, that you will expose them. Wait, just leave this situation alone. Stop watching their Facebook. Pay them dust. Pay them ashes. Don't give them your attention, your time, your anger, anything. Pay them dust. And these people are going to they're going to sabotage themselves, because they can no longer have you. They know who you are. They know your worth. You just don't know it. Everybody know our worth and our value except for us.
Right.
God know our value. That's why we're here. That's why I'm still sitting here. He ain't done with me. He said, you got them health problems. He said, man, I could work around that. He said, that's nothing to me. He said, give it to me. You carrying a burden that I'm already carrying for you. This is not for you. This is my burden. He said his burden is light, but we try to carry it for him. Give it to God, because it's light. It's heavy for us. It's light for him. Give it to God.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Good God. Y'all wasn't ready for this evening. Y'all wasn't ready for this evening. Whoa. Made me want to jump back and kick myself. Up in here. Oh. Look here, ladies and gentlemen. All I'm going to tell y'all this evening is, or what I'm going to tell you, is something I already said. These ladies have opened up some wounds this evening. They went right in. The question was asked, and they said, well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you that. You asked the answer. You asked the question. Here's the answer. So tomorrow, you already know the answer. Somebody else, that devil tried to convince you that you are soul tied and defeated. Am I soul tied? I can't go nowhere. My soul tied. Well, the ladies gave you the answer tonight. Nah, it's just a familiar spirit. It's just a familiar spirit. Tomorrow, you can say, I chose happiness. I knew that familiar spirit that woke up next to me every day, to greet me every day at the beginning of my day. Before I wake up, that familiar spirit is right there. But when you get up tomorrow, I want you to say you dismissed to that familiar spirit. I want you to just give that familiar spirit they pink slip.
Yep.
Tomorrow, Tomorrow, you got to go. Tomorrow, you got to go. Because it's my turn to enjoy my life. It's my turn to be happy. It's my turn to not be afraid to win no more.
Is that the wind?
Yeah, it's the wind.
Okay.
Sorry.
See, I was trying to ignore it. I was like, what? All right.
No, we talking
No,
about
I'm sick.
Maybe I'm
I
tripping.
get
I thought it was the
I
ghost
get
of
hot.
buckwheat in there.
See, I get hot, then I open the window, and
Okay.
then I get cold.
because Narcs be astro projecting. Sorry.
Y'all go stop.
Okay, go ahead, Ari. I'm so sorry. Dang.
You terrible. Tomorrow, when you fire that familiar spirit, just remember, it's your turn. It's your turn to win. It's your turn to be happy. You do not owe anybody an apology for your happiness. You do not. It's your turn to win. Tomorrow, everybody is feeling some type of way. If you can wait until tomorrow, because I just felt somebody dismiss that spirit tonight. Somebody said, man, nah, I ain't going to sleep with this same familiar spirit no more. I ain't going to sleep. Now that I know what it is, that's what the devil is afraid of. Because once you can identify him, you can dismiss him. When you can put your finger on what it is, that's how you get to dismiss him. And that's why he is so afraid of being exposed, of being seen. Just don't expose me, is what the devil is saying. Just don't expose me. Just don't show them who I am. Let them believe that I'm over here. No. I'm under the bed. No, I'm in the closet. No, I'm down under the ground. No. I'm over there. No, I'm somewhere else. As long as you are able to describe what you're dealing with, that moment, you get to say you are dismissed. Your services are no longer needed in here. I'm done with you. It's my turn to win. It's my turn to win. And I'm not apologizing for it. I'm taking it. This is what's naturally mine. This is what God gave to me. This is what God gave to me. No, you don't have no authority over me. You don't have any authority here. It's my turn. We done walked through this hell, this fire, brimstone, the cankerworms, everything, every part of hell you can name, you done went through it. Not even knowing that's where you was at. You ain't even know you was in hell. In hell and don't even know you in hell. Dismissed. That familiar spirit is dismissed. It's gone. You can go head on about your life. You get to decide to be happy tomorrow. You get to decide to be happy right now. It's your decision. God said. And last I checked, he ain't never lied to me. God said that I was created in his likeness and in his image. So not only am I just like him, I look like him. I'm not just like him, but I look like him. And I don't have to wake up with the familiar spirit that this devil want me to know, they want me to be involved with. I don't got to be in that no more. I don't have to feel that no more. I don't have to be a part of that anymore, any longer, because it's my turn to win. It's my turn. It's my life, and I get to enjoy it starting now. I get to enjoy my life today. Today. I got up today. I woke up today. I am in the land of the living. I'm in the land of the living. I am blessed to be able to be here. I appreciate being here. And I choose to enjoy it. It's my turn to enjoy it. I did everything in my power to help everybody around me to enjoy theirs. And it's my turn to enjoy mine. You gave the devil your undivided attention. You gave the devil everything that devil asked for. You gave the devil things they didn't ask for. What did you give you? When is it going to be your turn to win? When is it going to be your turn to celebrate your life?
What was that? Not me.
Well, we know Harry is celebrating tonight. And I was like, I don't know. Was it you? I don't know. It was me.
What do y'all got going on over there, man?
Not me.
You know what?
That's me.
Dang.
Oh my goodness, that is me.
See, you can't be talking about the familiars, man. The familiars
That's
do the
phone
most.
trigger. That's his phone. That's my DJ. I gotta fire my DJ, man. I gotta fire my DJ, man. He done messed me up. I gotta fire my DJ, man. Good gracious. Yeah, y'all. Listen, man. Listen. It ain't nothing like getting knowledge. It ain't nothing like learning something new. I know for me, that's the fun part in this. When you get to learn something new, something you didn't know before.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know that before. It's you just waking up to a familiar spirit every day. And it's walking around with you every day saying, yeah, you remember this? Man, you remember that? And then you remember that when they was cheating and they remember this and you remember that? Yeah. Yeah. That familiar spirit. Yeah, let them know. Let them know. Let them know this evening. Let them know in the AM. When you wake up, whenever you're ready to let it go, give that familiar spirit that pink slip. Get it on out of here. Get that spirit out of here. It's dismissed. It's nothing holding you back. It's nothing that can stop you from being happy with your life right now. It's nothing that's stopping you from loving your life right now. There is nothing stopping you. And the only thing that can stop you is you. The only thing that can stop you is you. Your mind is the most powerful instrument in the universe. There's nothing in the universe more powerful than a made up mind. And God is proof of that. God is proof of that. And God is proof through us and our work and labor. You hear me? God is proof. God is the proof that each and every one of us can do anything and everything. How can we subject ourselves to nothingness and unhappiness with a father like God who gives us the ability? Okay, he gave us the ability to do anything and ordained us over everything. Huh? Somebody please tell me that. You have ordinance over everything. This planet is here for us. That's the gift to us. So I'm just going to say in closing, can y'all just get that pink slip? Get that pink slip to the unhappiness in your life. Get that pink slip to that familiar spirit walking around with you everywhere you go, trying to convince you that you are in some type of depression. Give that pink slip every time it come over. Whoa. What you doing? Do I got to get security to get this spirit out of here? Because I done gave you your pink slip. You got to go. Every time they show up begging for their job again. Every time that familiar spirit shows up begging for that job back. Hey, remember this? Remember we was upset about that over there? Remember that we was depressed about this? You remind, ho. You got to stay 60 feet away now. Stay 60 feet away. You have been relieved of your job. You don't work here. You don't live here no more. You've been put away, put out. Yeah. Familiar spirit. Man, oh man. Boy, ladies, I'm going to say thank you this evening because y'all freed some people tonight, man.
Yeah.
That testimony freed some people to this evening. Y'all cut right through that thing in here this evening. Yes, indeed, you did. That's what we always do.
Can I give them some further
Y'all gonna have to come harder next Friday.
Can I give them a little bit of vindication for those who think they doing good on that other side? This Anthony Jackson person, that's it. I know that's him because when he first came in here, he put his birthday in there for me to see it. So I know that's it. They not happy. Why is he in here? Real-time vindication right there, guys. It's been 3 years for those of you who don't know. There you have it.
My identity was stolen. That's all I can say. That's how you know they're not happy.
And y'all be thinking, and y'all have the nerve to be thinking that they done moved on. They ain't think about me.
I can just become her. He'd probably be practicing like, let me practice the smile. See if I can get her smile. But still.
I don't think so. You got all your fronts. I don't think so. I don't think he can pull that one off. No. Yeah, man. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all got it. Y'all got y'all marching orders for this weekend. You know, we want to see some improvement because next weekend I'm turning them loose again. We turning them loose up in this camp, man. That's what we doing. Man, guys, I'm gonna let it go, man. I'm gonna let it go tonight because we're gonna be here all night. Well, we get comfortable in this camp, Joe. We be getting comfortable in this camp, like, hey, we just getting started on this devil.
Yep.
But that's how we live and that's how we learn. That's how we learn when we just continue to expose this devil, man. That's how you win. That's how you win, when you know what you up against. You can't beat a fight when you don't know what you up against, ladies and gentlemen. But now that you know what you up against, when that depression comes in, when that spirit trying to tell you down, that you heartbroken, yeah, you let that spirit know, whoa, I fired you already. What you doing? What you doing here? You don't work here no more. So we're going to leave y'all the same way we came in here, boy. We started out with nothing but love, peace, and soul train. Yes, indeed, y'all.
Bye,
We're going to see y'all next Friday.
Enjoy your
And I'm
weekend.
telling y'all, it's going to be, we putting that hammer down in here. Okay? We putting that hammer down in here. Good night, y'all. Good night, ladies. Good night. Appreciate you. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. We are the needy.